Hey everybody, welcome in. Roses, Cass, Rachel, welcome in everybody. Cass, I keep forgetting that you're an international follower. I I keep forgetting that it's that late for you. Um, as y'all can tell by the thumbnail, everybody, we're covering the whole circus today. I think the only people that I'm really not talking about today, well, the only person I'm really not talking about today is Jaden. I was gonna make this a Jaden live, but since she's been on some decent behavior the past few days, we'll save her for another day. I'll probably just do a video about her tomorrow. But we got Chrisean, I guess Junior too, a little bit of Junior, Journey, Blueface, Carlissa. To start the live off, I want to show y'all something because this was funny to me, and I don't know why it was so funny to me. But here y'all go.
You about to go on a trampoline? Yeah, she all on the floor. She ghetto. Let's see how hard it is for her to get up.
Make sure you get our Cinderella shoes.
Oh my goodness!
Dang, she went back down? Tired of that game?
Y'all, Blue is an asshole. Like the way the way he just left Carlissa down on the ground like that, and the employee had to help her up. It's really not funny, but it is funny at the same time just because of who it actually is. Like Carlissa spends so much time on the internet talking shit about other people, and she need help to get up off the floor. She's always involved in all this bullshit with Blueface and the rest of the crew, but she can't get off the floor by herself, and Blue just left her down there, panning the camera back and forth between Journey and Carlissa. And Carlissa, you could tell she was trying to play it off like she could really get up by herself for real. She was trying to take her time. She she was stalling to get up. Like I said, it's really not funny, but it's funny because of it's funny because of who was involved. Um, but to start the live off for real, we're gonna talk about Journey. Miss Journey. Here's a clip. You know, Journey just had her little graduation or whatever yesterday. Here's a clip of Journey's graduation, and then we're gonna get into the aftermath, the celebration and all that.
No.
Stupid!
You have to
Stop.
wear it.
Stupid!
No.
That's not. I don't want to do it
You have to
anymore.
wear it like all the other kids.
No! No! I want to take it off. It's hot.
Of course, she took the hat off.
Journey's in the front.
Importantly, they've learned how to make friendships with these amazing teachers, Miss Miriam, Miss Ashley, Miss Karen. They have put such hard work with all your children day in and day out, and it's been proven here at the graduation. So I don't want to take over the show. This is a teacher show, so I will leave it to Miss Miriam, Miss Karen, and Miss Ashley.
So there's Journey's little graduation or whatever. But y'all see how where's the comment at? Hold on. I just read it. Y'all see how Journey, the teacher is holding Journey's head. She got to lead hand. She got to lead her. That's because Journey is bad as fuck. Jaden had already told us Journey be at school talking crazy to them people. She be calling the teacher fat, all kinds of shit. Journey is bad as fuck. And usually you see boys that have to be handled like that. Like the teacher got to lead a boy around by the hand, not a little girl. You know, Journey is bad as fuck. And before we get into the aftermath of Journey's graduation, I want to show y'all something because I talked about these two yesterday, I think, but I didn't have them pulled up. But here's Journey's TikTok account. Y'all see you don't have any videos on it. But if you're to go to this account and you click on the Jaden Alexis tag, that's most definitely Jaden's page. So this is Pink Face's official TikTok account. Once again, I don't know what she has a TikTok account for besides exploitation, but they got to stop. And then let's go over here with it. Hold on, let me change my background for y'all so y'all can see a little better. Not that one either. Here we go. Okay. So y'all see Journey got the Instagram page. She got her booking info in there. Pink Face even got an LLC. Y'all see that? Pink Face LLC at gmail.com on the bookings. And y'all see Grandma Carlissa's Patreon is plugged as well. All this shit with Journey's bad behavior is literally just them exploiting her. It really is. There was so much chatter about Junior having a Instagram with the booking info right after he was born. But even though Journey is older, she still doesn't need booking info. Journey shouldn't be taking any bookings. Journey shouldn't have her alias with an LLC attached to it. Pink Face LLC. And this girl just barely potty trained. Just barely potty trained. Like I said before, y'all remember we used to get videos of Journey counting, saying her colors, her ABCs, all that shit. And now it's just her always either crying and throwing a tantrum. She's cussing, telling somebody she hate them. She's putting her hands on somebody, all that, right? But y'all see it. Y'all see Carlissa, Jaden, Blueface, whoever else. They got Journey working. Journey got a job. Let's go ahead and get into the aftermath of Pink Face's graduation. I'm gonna play the next few clips and then I'll be back up.
She introduced him to me, her dad. You all right, John? Mentally?
Are you?
Every day you just have a lot of stuff going on. I just be wondering how you feel. Like,
Feel great every day.
It just keeps biting you in the ass.
I feel great every day. My eyes don't hurt at all.
That's good. Bet not. I know you was trying to do a good thing.
What you wearing?
Backfired on you.
I don't know what you talking about.
You don't?
No idea.
I'm just saying. You want some cookies on the internet?
What?
I don't got nothing to do with my real life.
This?
Not even a little bit.
Black eyes.
I think you need to get your eyes checked, Mom.
I got them checked. It's good though.
No cookies for me, Dad.
Sammy?
Is the cookies good? Mom, shut the hell up. Like,
Please don't start domestic
you
violence.
clip forming too hard right now. You forcing conversation to just allow outbursts.
For my camera, it works.
Damn.
Ready? One.
Okay.
I can't even have fun at Chuck E. Cheese with you here because you just clip forming like just. Shut up!
Jada.
Damn.
Are you okay?
Jada. You need to get your baby daddy before he gets fucked up.
1, 2, 3.
You okay? You a big girl. Mom, shut the hell up. Like,
So y'all see that was Blueface and Carlissa still doing their thing or whatever. I think it's cool that Carlissa, like, it's fine that she was trying to talk to Blueface about the shit that he's been doing with Chrisean. Cool. But why is it being done on camera? And that's probably the issue that Blueface had with it, was that it's being done on camera. Why do you feel the need to wait till a stream to talk about this? Because I'm sure they had some private time at some point already. That would have been the time to talk about it. I agree with Blueface though. Carlissa is just trying to clip farm, trying to get some more people to view her streams and shit like that, get the numbers to go up, because why would you ever feel the need to talk about it on stream? Some shit can absolutely be left behind the scenes. So I agree with Blueface that Carlissa is just clip farming, trying to get some extra attention. Um, let's get into this next clip. And I think we got like 2 more clips of Journey. And then we're gonna move on into Chrisean and Blueface.
shout out to AHM 1203 for the sub.
My new grandma. This is my new grandma.
Oh, you want me to meet your friend?
She wants ice cream, right? She wants ice cream.
What's her name?
Elijah.
Both of your dresses are so beautiful.
Hurry up!
Okay, relax.
Hurry up, girl!
We have to wait for the lady to come real quick. She said hurry up.
Yeah!
She don't want none of that.
Stop cutting
She's
out
coming
the
through.
candy one.
You got candy?
No, that's candy ice cream.
Okay,
Hurry up!
okay, she's coming. What's her name? What's your friend's name? Okay, she's coming. Let me tie this.
So y'all see that was Journey with Carlissa. Journey, like I said, I feel like they teach her to do this shit. Like, Journey has no type of manners. Everything has to be her way right then. And don't get me wrong, I get, some toddlers, especially little girls. Hold on a second, y'all. Some toddlers, especially little girls, they might have a little attitude or whatever sometimes. But why is it all the time with Journey? Like, we never see Journey just really being nice and polite for real anymore. Every once in a while, we see it with like Jaden or Blue or something like that. But when Journey is out in public, she's giving people hell. We just watched the teacher have to lead her around by the hand at the graduation because she knew Journey was going to act like she didn't have no sense. And I really do feel like they're teaching Journey to do all this shit just so she can be basically like another meal ticket. Like, the way Journey acts is so wild, people just can't turn away from it. So in the title of this video, I asked the question, I said, is Journey the junior of the Porter family? And we know, we've already talked about over here before, how Junior is what brings in the views for Chrisean. That's her meal ticket right now, is exploiting her special needs disabled child. But I feel like on Blue side, Journey is the meal ticket. They're trying to make her the meal ticket at least. They're getting her to do this behavior, keeping the camera on her and everything else just to bring the views in. They're exploiting her just like they're exploiting Junior. That's why she has the Instagram with the booking info, just like Junior did. That's why she got the TikTok with the booking info and stuff. Just the same way Junior did. I don't think I'm reaching with that either. I think they see how kids being exploited upsets people and brings in the numbers, and I think they're doing it with Journey since they can't get their hands on Junior because of the whole Chrisean situation, basically. And it's pathetic. Here's this. Let me play this last clip from of Miss Journey and Carlissa, and then we're gonna get into it. Hold on.
I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese again.
Call me up and take me home.
No. If you do that.
Be nice.
No, he ain't nice. He's not being nice to me. She thought be nice to me.
That's because you was being disrespectful in the car, and then they actually whoop your butt right now.
Say sorry.
No. She's not saying sorry to me.
Why would I say sorry? I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You talking to me like that, so I don't want to be with you anymore.
I don't care. I'm taking the playground back. You don't gotta be with me no more.
Can you go get them for me?
Tell them people to come back and get that
I said
playground
they're
and take it
upstairs.
over to somebody.
Fine. I'm going to
Here's my
there.
bathroom.
I'm going to come from there now.
Journey, don't get no whooping, okay? Don't get no whooping
But if you do,
in that bathroom.
and get out. Get out of my house then.
This is not your house.
Yes, it is.
It is not. You didn't pay no bills yet.
Fine, I'll whoop you.
Get your ass over here. You don't do that to me. Do you understand me? I don't care. You don't do that to me.
You can take it off. Yeah. Journey, you gotta stop that.
That's not nice. I don't care.
Where's the football?
Do you want to go to bed? Do you want to go to bed? Do you want in that bathroom?
You got a whooping? What did you do?
Y'all get on her. She's a girl. Y'all do that stuff. I ain't hitting no 3-year-old girl. I only hit grown bitches.
I can't believe you're acting this way. This is not okay. I think you should say sorry.
No, I think she's sorry.
Why? Then she won't take your playground back and you or me.
So as y'all can see, that's Carlissa disciplining Journey. What do y'all think? I kind of think that I kind of feel like this a little Carlissa and her disciplining her. I feel like it's a bit of a skit for real. I'm not believing it. I don't feel like Journey really be getting popped for real. I don't. I think Carlissa and them been reading the comments and talking about how Journey, the comments be saying Journey needs to be maced. The comments be saying that Journey needs to be maced. And I think that Carlissa be reading all them comments, and she just decided that was going to be the new that was going to be the next storyline, where she was going to pop Journey on camera. She was going to be the one to do it. I don't yeah, you I know y'all see the comments of people saying that Blueface and Jaden need to mace Journey. But in all seriousness though, I don't think that whole Carlissa disciplining Journey thing, I'm not believing it. I'm not. Journey do not be getting popped, or at least she don't be getting popped enough. And I'm just not believing it. I'm not. Where's this comment at? Hold on. Yes, Journey was unfazed. She really didn't care for real. Journey really didn't care for real. Carlissa, it just seemed it was something about the way Carlissa did it that was like, now this is a cue. This is my cue. We're acting right now. I don't think it was real for real. absolutely did help her disable her son, their son, excuse me, not just her son. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Journey get being disciplined was real. But my thing too with this, right? This last clip that I played, damn near every time we see Journey on stream, this is what she looks like. She's upset. She got tears streaming down her face. She just got done cussing at somebody. She just got done talking to somebody crazy. Every time we see Journey, she has to look like this. It's like Journey is the official brat of the circus and her mama is the head clown in charge. Like everybody has a role in the circus and it's like they've given Journey a role too now. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm not feeling the social media accounts with the booking info in the bio. I'm not feeling every time we see Journey, she got to be cussing and crying and all that shit. I'm not feeling none of this at all. I think they all need to be they all should be ashamed of themselves for real. There is too many ways to make money than to have to rely on a 3-year-old to do it for y'all. Carlissa just thinks she need to try to make everybody famous and she herself is not famous. And I really don't like it. I'm not feeling it at all. I really do. I feel like Journey has Junior's position, but on the Porter side of the family. And no, I'm not saying Journey is disabled or special needs, any of that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're exploiting Journey the same way Chrisean exploits Junior. That's their meal ticket. And it's pathetic. Let's get off Journey though. I'm gonna give y'all a little commercial break. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little commercial break and I gotta go get some clips for Blueface and Chrisean. Let me see what I got for y'all on the commercial today. Hold on. We'll do y'all matrimony clip first and then we'll come back in with McQueen if I need it.
All right, come on. Are we really getting married?
Yeah,
okay.
with our leather jackets on. Come on.
Nigga, no, this is our wedding day.
Yeah, come on.
You make it surprise.
No, you gotta.
Okay, I gotta start again. Okay.
Give me your hand.
Do you take this man to be your
Why are you
lawful?
not looking at me in my eyes?
Let me know when you guys are ready. I'll wait.
Let us know when you're ready.
See, from a designer, I've become a pastor. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Yes.
I do.
Do you take this man to be your lawfully
What the fuck are you
wedded
crying?
husband?
Why is it just funny?
Okay.
Alright. But,
Say that again.
say it again.
Okay. Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes.
You make us the bride.
Babe.
Why are you crying? Here.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
What the fuck? It's like a remedial baby. Oh, yeah. It's like a slow ass baby. You know what I'm saying? You talking to a dumb ass kid in class, nigga. Bitch, I said red nose or blue nose.
You're a red nose or a blue nose?
Blue nose.
If a dumpster could talk, blue nose, blue nose.
Are we going to Michael Jackson's house tomorrow?
Yeah.
You gonna water the giraffes and all that?
I thought they got the people for that.
The people for that. I wonder what this nigga is thinking right here. Cause I be like, yo, he talking to her like she just a special ed 5-year-old. Look, you wanna go to Disneyland? Yeah, bro, yeah. No, for real, you wanna go to Disneyland? No, stop. I won't go to Disneyland.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
What the fuck? It's like a remedial baby. Oh, yeah. It's like a slow ass baby. You know what I'm saying? You talking to a dumb ass kid in class, nigga. Bitch, I said red nose or blue nose.
You're a red nose or a blue nose?
Blue nose.
If a dumpster could talk, blue nose, blue nose.
Are we going to Michael Jackson's house tomorrow?
Yeah.
You gonna water the giraffes and all that?
I thought they got the people for that.
The people for that. I wonder what this nigga is thinking right here. Cause I be like, yo, he talking to her like she just a special ed 5-year-old. Look, you wanna go to Disneyland? Yeah, bro, yeah. No, for real, you wanna go to Disneyland? No, stop. I won't go to Disneyland.
My bad, y'all. I'm trying to eat at the same time. Let me put Chrisean up here. Y'all see it. We talked about the wig yesterday, but I saw this picture earlier today. Um, Chrisean looks a mess, bruh. Chrisean, we talked about Chrisean be shape shifting. It's given like Geico Gecko mixed with Stunna Girl vibes, mixed with Thing 1, Thing 2, Cat in the Hat, mixed with Crackhead with a missing tooth. It doesn't look good. And I don't know who told her that this pink wig was it, but it does not look good at all. At all. Um, Let me read some of y'all comments before we get started. MJ's house can not ride on the rides. 20 not 26 years old and still TV. Blueface just watches from the sidelines. Uh these comments in here. That's why sometimes I gotta take the comments off the screen because y'all be distracting me. But I love it though. That does not look good on her. Just because you're light skinned, it doesn't mean that everything going to look good on you. And I think that's what Chrisean does. I think Chrisean thinks because she's light skinned, she can pull anything off. And this wig is not for her at all. It's not. Um, I would almost be willing to say that I'd rather see Chrisean in like a blue wig. Them blue wigs that she used to wear, those weren't the best either. Um, but they still look better than this pink shit that she's doing. This doesn't look good. I don't I don't know who told her that this was gonna look good. And maybe they advised her while she was at Hair Queen LA that it don't really go with her skin tone or anything, but she still just did it anyway. Y'all know Chrisean thinks she knows everything. They wasted money giving her a $2,000 wig for free. Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing these exchanges with her. Because once again, like we know now that Chrisean has kind of blackballed herself in the industry. Nobody's really messing with her like that. So y'all don't really need her. Hair Queen LA really does not need Chrisean to do promo for them or anything. They don't. By this time, most people know that Hair Queen LA exists. Chrisean don't need to do the promo for them. So why keep doing her hair for free and shit? Ashy ass top lip. The top lip be gone. Damn near translucent sometimes. And this picture is one of them. I hate that so much. Her top lip just be ashy and then the tooth be missing right along with it. And she swears she be doing her biggest one. She been getting off those. Yeah, she's definitely Chrisean definitely still getting high. Most definitely. See the breakout on her lips? I do. I see what y'all were talking about yesterday. With her bumps. Mm-mm. Chrisean looks so bad. She does. She has a perpetual look of uncleanliness. um, Let me see. She's aging fast. The drugs ain't nobody friend. She is aging extremely fast. Extremely fast. There's no reason. And you know who else is aging fast? Hold on. Let me see if I bought it up. I hope I did because I need y'all to see this too. I did it. Hold on a second, y'all. I know I said I wasn't going where we at? I know I said I wasn't gonna talk about Jaden today, but since we on the topic of aging, I got something I need to show y'all. Hold on. Mind you, Jaden is I think a year. She's either a year or 2 older than Chrisean. So everybody is around the same age range. Look at Jaden's head and her face. This is that real life brat stall that Jaden's fans be talking about. Jaden's face is literally full of filler and blown up from alcohol and all that salt she be eating all the time. There's no reason that somebody that's in their 20s, their face should be looking like this. Jaden looks bad. And Chrisean do too. Like, Blue picked the raggediest women ever. Not lean like a She looks like an old nail lady. Jaden looks crazy. My God. I love Karen with her great day in the morning. Jaden got the chin skull at goals. She always looks a mess. She stays with the filter, makeup, and hair. Exactly. And like I said, people be coming in my comments talking about she's a real life Bratz doll and she's the best looking one. Jaden looks crazy. I couldn't believe this shit when I saw it. And y'all know before I said that Jaden kind of got the same look as Nevaeh's mama when she had those when she had the wig on that had like the platinum blonde highlights or whatever. I said that she kind of looked like Jaden's mom. Not Jaden's mom, Nevaeh's mom. But Jaden, I'm trying to think of there's somebody else that Jaden looks like with this picture. And I cannot I cannot, it's like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I really can't figure out who it is. I just know she looks bad. And she needs to lay off that alcohol. She need to stay out of goals and everywhere else with these mini surgeries that she just randomly be doing. She needs to leave it alone, for real. Y'all be hyping this bitch up so bad, and this is what she looked like for real. Just like a random off guard I'm pretty sure Jaden is 27 years old. Lord, let me read a few more comments and then let me get back to the content before we get completely off track. Jaden is cute. Sometimes, I guess. Jaden used to be pretty before all the Botox and filters. All that chemical makes you look bloated too. Yeah, and y'all know I put Jaden's old pictures up here before. Jaden was really not an ugly girl before she started doing all the random work to herself. Jaden should have never touched her face. She should have never touched her body. None of that Botox, cosmetic surgery, all that stuff. She should have left it completely alone. Jaden was not a bad looking girl at all. But it's like she just keeps finding stuff to do to her face and body and stuff like that. And she looks crazier with every procedure. She needs to leave it alone for real. Jaden doesn't look at all like she used to. She used to be very pretty, but now, not now. I'm sorry, but not frisbee face. I haven't heard nobody talk about a frisbee in so long. He talking about frisbee face. The chat is hilarious. That's why I said I gotta read a couple comments and then get back to the content. The lady that killed Selena. What's her name, y'all? Is it Yolanda? Something like that. Jaden was definitely a pretty girl. She was. Jaden was very pretty before she started doing all this shit to her face. And then doing all that drinking on top of it and then dealing with blue face. I know she'd be stressed out all the time. That's aging her bad. Like, Yeah, Yolanda Salazar. That's what it is. Not Globehead. All right, let me get back to the content, y'all. So there's of course Jaden. Now I got one more picture to show y'all because we talked about this one yesterday. Look at Junior stuffed in his stroller. Junior stuffed in his stroller looking crazy. at almost 3 years old. This is an infant stroller. His legs and feet and stuff should not be balled up like that, but that's still how Chrisean just carting him around. He shouldn't even still be in if Junior was gonna still be in a stroller, right? It should be like an umbrella stroller or something, like where his feet can dangle or something like that. And he's not all just scrunched up like this. But Chrisean refuses to do that. Y'all gotta stop. Let me stop before they say I'm in here bullying Jaden. You're just a Jaden hater. Let me hold on. Actually, anybody in the back that's upset about the way Jaden is being talked about in the chat currently, I got something for y'all. Hold on. I got something for y'all.
No.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
It's just for y'all. No, for real, I'm gonna get back to the content this time. Y'all know we talked about yesterday. Chrisean and Blueface. Chrisean is stalking Blueface. Blueface is low key playing along for real, all that. But before we get into the stalking and whatnot, since we're on Junior, y'all, I think this was the clip of the audio that I played in yesterday's live, but we're gonna watch this one real quick.
Try this, baby. Yeah. See? Wow. Oh. That was a little too long. Here, try this. Come on, Papa. Look at him. Watch him. You don't want it. Oh. Try this, baby. Yeah. See? Wow. Oh. That was a little too long. Here, try this. Come on, Papa. Look at him. Watch him. You don't want it. Oh.
So there was Chrisean playing in Junior's face, and playing in the internet's face again. Well, some people on the internet, because most of us by now we know not only can Junior not eat, but Junior is blind too. So she's sitting up talking about here, Papa, he playing, blah, 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 right? Junior can't see what Chrisean is putting in front of him, nor is he finna eat it, nor can he eat it, unless she just wants him to go ahead and go to the upper room right then and there, or the lower room, wherever Junior is going. You know, I can't make those determinations, but wherever Junior is going, he can't eat anything. Like Junior, if Junior was to try to eat something, he would choke and most likely pass away. So he can't eat anything, but Chrisean's still playing like he can. And of course, you know, Chrisean's fans was in the comments talking about, oh, Junior is eating, he can eat, but yet they've still never seen him actually eat anything. That time Chrisean had the cut up bananas on his plate. We didn't see him eating. What else? The time she tried to feed him chocolate cake and green beans and all that shit. We've never seen Junior eat anything. All we've seen is Chrisean sit the camera up, act like she's handing him some food, say here, and then act like he's eating, but you never actually see it. Like I said, crazy as hell. But let's get into Chrisean and Blueface. So, like I said a few minutes ago, we know Chrisean has been stalking Blueface out in LA, and Blueface at this point, he's calling her out about it, but then some questionable shit is still going on. Like the other day, he called her out, said, "You see, none of that is going on." He's basically saying that he wasn't watching Junior, he wasn't with Chrisean, all that, right? Which it turns out he wasn't. The internet, we never forget anything. It was proven that he wasn't with her, all that shit, right? However, there's still a question around the Taco Bell bag with Chrisean's name on it. And last night, Blueface was in the club after he was done with his family and Journey and Carlissa and all them. Blueface was out at the club. Chrisean was still stalking, all that. Let's get into that though. Let's get in. I'm gonna play these first. I'm gonna play these first 2 clips and then I'll be back.
What the hell, chat? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Chrisean is crazy, bro. She just texted me from a random number talking about pick up, Blue, rock. No, I can't. Chat, why is Chrisean calling my man right now? Why is Chrisean calling my mans right now?
So as y'all see, that's Blueface in the club. He's showing how Chrisean is calling him and his homeboy. And allegedly, word on the streets is that Chrisean was doing the most last night. I don't know the exact number or anything like that, but supposedly Chrisean didn't just call Blueface like once or twice or anything. Chrisean was on that, like on Snapped when they say that like a woman called a man's phone or somebody called somebody's phone repeatedly, like 70, 80, 90 times, all that shit. Supposedly that's what the type of time Chrisean was on last night. And Blueface, for whatever reason, didn't show it, but supposedly that's word on the street. Allegedly, that's what was going on. I'm gonna play this next clip and then I'm gonna come back up and I'll get back in the comments.
She just talking too reckless. I can't fuck with no bitch like that. Oh, no type of level, you know? So I blocked her, so I don't know why she calling brother. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Chrisean is crazy, bro. She just texted me from a random number talking about pick up, Blue, rock. No, I can't, bro. You going too crazy, Chrisean. I can't fuck with that. As much as I would love to hit you up right now and link up with you, I can't, bro. You're going too far. You're losing the plot, Chrisean. No, I can't do it. Y'all think I'm smiling? Y'all think I'm blushing and shit, chat? No. The toxic nigga in me wanna do it, but I can't do it. Can't do it, chat. Can't do it. I can't do it, chat. As much as I would love to be like, pull up and eat this dick up for all that shit you've been talking, I just can't. I can't go to jail for no bitch. Like, I can't. What the hell? I'm gonna text her back. Fuck it. I'm gonna say, what do you want? I'm gonna say, what do you want? You weird as hell, bitch. Nah, chat, I'm gonna unsend my messages. Fuck that. You know what's that? I'm gonna unsend my messages. That's it. Make sure the lighting is good so they can see. Make sure the lighting is good so they can read the message. I'm gonna turn my brightness down.
So as y'all can see, of course, Chrisean still stalking, doing all the extras, but Blueface is playing into it. Like I said, I feel like Blueface is giving up on life because I'm not sure. Like, if you see somebody just calling your phone repeatedly, they're coming up with whole storylines involving you in it, saying that you've been flying across the country to see them. They're dropping their kid off with you to watch. We talked about yesterday how Chrisean said that Junior spent a week with Blueface, and there is no evidence of that anywhere, nor have we ever not seen Blueface for a week straight or anything like that. So even if that did happen, which I don't think that's been confirmed or completely denied yet, but even if that did happen, right? Blueface would have had to went out of his way to cover that up completely. Because I don't think there's been a time where we haven't seen Blueface for a whole week. And then actually, never mind. I think that was what we talked about yesterday. All those screenshots from the week of May 31st. So yeah, it has been confirmed that she didn't leave him with him for a week or whatever. Never mind, y'all. I'm tripping. I forgot we went over that too. Let me find. I missed the comment. I forgot to put it on the screen. Hold on. This, if she can't have what she wants, him in prison or unalived. That's true. That's why I say hell or jail when it comes to Blueface. But I really feel like he's completely given up because he knows that's what type of time Chrisean is on too. That she either wants him in hell or jail. And he's still playing into it. Let me play these couple. Well, here, let's watch this one. And then
We just hanging out like we normally do. Follow me, chat. Hey, scary ass. Chat. I should end. You know who that is. Yeah. But we just hanging out like we normally do. Follow me, chat. Hey, scary ass. Chat. I should end. You know who that is. Yeah. But
so I forgot to get the clip for this, but Chrisean says she was online earlier today and she was telling her fans that she didn't link up with Blueface at the club. That wasn't her with Blueface. She wasn't calling him, all that shit, right? And of course she was lying. Now, y'all know the internet, of course, always does their little research. So let's get into this clip.
chat. We just hanging out like we normally do. Follow me, chat. Hey, scary ass. Chat. I should end. You know who that is.
Now, in the beginning of this clip, right? Chrisean is out at a little street takeover or whatever. But y'all can see that these blue shorts that she has on, they're the same blue shorts that this girl, which is Chrisean, had on. This bitch pulled up like what's the dude's name from Mean Girls? When he pulled up with the sunglasses on and the hoodie, like no one knew who it was for real. This is Chrisean. She pulled up with the sunglasses on and the hoodie like nobody was gonna know that was her stupid ass. Like you really cannot make this shit up at all. She swore nobody was gonna know that was her. Pulled up with the hoodie and sunglasses on and they caught her by the shorts. She would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for the meddling, messy internet. Look at her. And then you flow on back and it's the same shorts. She didn't want to be seen on camera. Chrisean is such a dumbass, bro. I swear. Let me read some of y'all comments. You can tell her build from anywhere it's not. I was just about to say she had the little boy body out again. Like you can always tell when it's Chrisean. It's not even just the shorts. You could tell that was her for real. And she thought the hoodie and the sunglasses was gonna do something for her. I don't feel bad for him because he kept dealing with her. And when he got out of prison, they all playing games. Yeah, I don't feel bad for Blueface either. I know a lot of people they do, and oh well, he needs a restraining order and blah blah blah. Clearly, he doesn't because he's playing along with her the same way Carlissa be playing along, the same way they just welcomed her in. All of them are playing, so there's no point in feeling bad for none of these people. But and like I said, I think Blue has given up on life. But when his day comes and Carlissa is acting all distraught and all that bullshit, I hope everybody remembers that Carlissa was also playing games during all this. It wasn't just Blueface and Chrisean. Carlissa was going along with the bullshit too. Look at how old dude looked at him. Her dirty behind. They all knew it was Chrisean. I don't know. Chrisean could have just pulled up, no hoodie on, wig out, all that, because everybody knew that was her. What was the point? I don't understand that at all. Chrisean put a statement on Blue to the feds, her real cover. Blue is stupid, but she did. Let's see how she plays because yeah. She definitely got, and like I said yesterday, if it wasn't for the fact that Chrisean put a Fed statement on Blue and she was online sending death threats and all that shit, Chrisean would still be completely welcomed in the circus. I don't even think it's a death threats that did it for real. I think what really did it was him finding out that Chrisean put that statement on him. I think that's what really did it for him. But for sure, if she hadn't did that, she would still be welcome with open arms into the circus. Like I said, I don't think Nevaeh would really be around like that. Blue would just be mainly bouncing back and forth between Chrisean and Jaden again. She told Danza she was only going to be in LA a couple more days, but when she first arrived, she said she was going to be there for 2 weeks. Yeah, I think she's going to be there for 2 weeks too. I don't think she's only going to be there for a couple days. I'm gonna do a video about Danza tomorrow though. Cause Danza, I saw a few more clips of Danza today, and I gotta rewatch some stuff before I really give my full review on it. But Danza, I really think Danza is gonna be Chrisean's new, I don't want to say new man, but that's gonna be her new do boy. That's gonna be her new lapdog for real. Cause she had Ronnie, she got rid of Ronnie. At some point, even while Ronnie was alive, Blueface became her do boy. Blueface helps get Ronnie out the way. Now she wants to get Blueface out the way. So she's not gonna have nobody left. So she's gonna need a new man in her life. And I think Danza is gonna be that person. He already has a little tiny bit of notoriety because he has his podcast. He got a little bit of money already. He got the car, the house, all that. I would not be surprised at all if Danza is her next man. On the internet, at least. Danza is trash. For me, Danza likes to take that route where he's like, oh, well, it's like I'm talking to my little sister. This is what I would want for my sister, blah, blah, blah. Danza wants him a piece of Chrisean, and I think he's already had a piece of Chrisean, but he wants the whole rat. He wants the whole Chrisean. And he knows she took out Ronnie. Yeah, All these people are playing. With everything that everybody in the circus and people around Chrisean know about the shit that she does, I don't see why anybody is still comfortable, like, hanging around with her for real. Having any sort of contact with her whatsoever. It's like people just love playing with their life. He now he looks funky too. All of them look funky all the time. Um, I believe Dan's already clap rock. I think Dan's already got up in it too. But I think Rock is or Chrisean is playing games with him kinda. Like she's slow walking it. She's not acting like when she first started messing with Blue, she just wanted to give all of herself to Blue. She started getting the tattoos. She just right away she was just giving him everything. I don't think that's the route that she's taking with Danza. Like she done gave him a little cooch already, right? But I don't think she's really messing with him like that yet. Like I feel like Krishan has him on like a path where or a program where like he has to earn his spot basically. And I think that's what he's trying to do. Cause I saw that clip of him in the comments talking about look at that little booty or something like that. That that man is way too old. And it gave like Krishan told him to do that. And she was talking about how she was gonna call him and confront him about it. It didn't give confront. Krishan was flattered. She was all excited and blushing and shit. I don't know what type of time them two are on. I feel like they've already had sex, but besides that, I don't know. Um, but y'all know I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it. I'm gonna find some answers. But some I do have some questions about it though. So we might do a live about it, but I'll probably just make it into a regular video. They play like siblings, so they incesting. Yeah, but that's what type of time Krishan is on. Krishan is into the incest thing, so if she doing it with Danza, all she doing is acting out her fantasies basically. What y'all doing in here? Hold on. Danza ex-wife said it herself. She caught Danza fucking Rock. That's why she left. Charleston White called him out on his interview. I had heard something like I hadn't gotten around to reviewing the full story, but I had heard something about his ex-wife said something about um he had been messing around with her, but I didn't know that she actually caught them together. I'm gonna have to go do my little research and put y'all together a little video or something. I'm intrigued. I knew they had probably done something already, but I didn't know that they had got caught doing it. Um His ex-wife went on Twitter on Instagram and said last year she caught them fucking and that's why she left. Oh wow. I thought they just had a little flirtation going on and that's why and I remember his wife saying something or something along the lines of it, but I don't think I had never really got too deep into the full situation. Hmm. Then Cooch, that's a jaguar. Uh Look at that little what? Yeah, he said look at that little booty. Just sounded just like a old perverted man. I don't know how old Danza is, but that look at that little booty comment, that gave like 52 years old or something. Like that's some shit like Mr. Saffold or Papa Blue would say. And I don't think Danza is that old. He's her next target or he's the rat helping her. Yeah, I think he has a position and I want to figure out what it is. Cause no, like we talked about before, nobody in the circus is just there by accident. Everybody has a role that they're playing, including Nevaeh. Um, we got Rock Tard in the chat. Who? I must have missed him. Oh, yeah, that is a Krishan fan. You can tell. This is not Krishan just because the person Leona, that's most definitely Krishan. I don't know why y'all have so much like faith in y'all leader and y'all think that she's not messing around with Blue when she's literally going through a whole manic phase right now and she's stalking that man and they just playing around with each other at this point. I don't know why y'all think that Chrisean has elevated to a level where like she's not interested in Blueface and Blueface is the one stalking her. Blueface has never been the one stalking her ever. And we already know I'm not a Blueface fan, so I will be the first to say if Blueface was stalking her, doing the extras or anything else, but Blueface has never been stalking her, but Chrisean has been exposed several times for stalking him. Just like they've been exposed for playing around together. So I don't know why you think that Chrisean is above the shit that she's doing right now. That was most definitely her at the club. But I digress. I got something for you though. Hold on.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
Okay. Now that that's done, um, yeah, Krishan is stalking Blue. Nah, her fans look her fans look very slow. Look at they pic. Yeah, all you got to do is look at the picture, and it's gonna tell you all you need to know. As soon as I didn't even see her comment, I seen the picture and I said, "There she go." They all they all have the same look. It don't matter who it is. Told you they were saying it wasn't her. You can look at the shape of that person and see, like, yeah, you can tell Krishan's body type from anywhere, and then only her stupid ass will be walking around with a hoodie and sunglasses on trying to be inconspicuous, like don't nobody know it's her. And mind you, they in the comments saying that that's not her, but they were also saying the same shit earlier this week, talking about how um Krishan Jr. was with Blueface and all that other shit, and Blue is going through her phone. And then when that's proven not to be true, they still fighting hard to try to make it seem like Krishan ain't the one stalking. Like Krishan ain't the one doing all the crazy shit right now. Absolutely, Blueface is playing back along with it, and we got Taco Bell bags with Krishan's name on it and all that shit. Absolutely, he's doing some weird shit too, but it doesn't negate the fact that Krishan is stalking the nigga. It doesn't take that away from her at all. Um, if she wasn't her, why she ran away? Exactly. Let me hold on. Let's play it again.
Oh, scary ass. Chat. We just hanging out like we normally do. Follow me, chat. Oh, scary ass. Chat. I should end. You know who that is.
Y'all see, as soon as she saw the camera, she tried to run away like nobody knew it was her. As soon as she saw that camera, she tried to run away like nobody knew it was her. Yeah, don't start nothing, Black Orchid. I I told y'all I'm a May Taurus and I see everything. So I'm tracking, I'm picking up what you're putting down, but I'm letting some people just I'm gonna wait till people start showing their hand for real in here. They can stay for now though, but I'm tracking too. Anyway, moving on. Um Box probably musty. Um I knew she was gonna fall and Blue dogged her out. You know it's bad when white when white TikTok and internet is on that ass. Yeah, Krishan is attracting a lot of attention. I don't think she knew she was gonna attract. And that might be her goal at this point. She wanted new people looking at her because it's obvious that Krishan doesn't care about like um she doesn't care about what type of attention she gets. It doesn't matter if it's good attention or bad attention, which is another reason why I don't understand why like the rock tards they have an issue with who says what about Chrisean. Like if you say something about Chrisean that they don't like, they feel like they have to defend her. Chrisean don't care if anybody talks about her or not. That's why she does the shit she does on the internet solely for attention. She doesn't care whether it's good attention or bad attention. She just wants to be talked about. So why do y'all fight so hard for her? I will never understand that. She literally just be doing shit just to be mentioned. And y'all feel like y'all gotta defend her to the end. I bet Chrisean had on sunglasses and a hoodie when they smoked Ronnie. Allegedly. I don't know about the sunglasses part, but allegedly. They have a picture of her face too. Blue on drugs too is hot in Cali, and his hoodie is very winter wear. That's cocaine. Them damn hoodies. Yeah. Blueface too. Blueface is definitely on drugs too. And y'all see where's that clip at? Hold on. I think it's this one.
Chat, I blocked her. She just talking too reckless. I can't fuck with no bitch like that. Oh no.
Before I play the audio a little bit, you know how I told y'all about how Blue's mouth was all messed up? You can see it in this video. You see how his mouth is all twisted up? And on the side that's all twisted up, if you look while he's talking, you can see where he has that tooth missing at. Hold on. Did y'all see it? Where he has the tooth, where the gap is at on the bottom row? You can kind of see it in this frame. But that little gap, when he really starts talking, that's where a tooth is missing at. Anyway, I'm finna let the audio play again, but look at how he's kind of slurring his words too in the audio, and he know he's not supposed to be smoking, drinking, doing any drugs, anything like that.
Oh, no type of level, you know? So I blocked her, so I don't know why she called her brother. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Chrisean is crazy, bro. She just texted me from a random number talking about pick up, Blue, rock. No, I can't, bro. You going too crazy, Chrisean. I can't fuck with that. As much as I would love to hit you up right now and link up with you, I can't, bro. You're going too far. You're losing the plot, Chrisean. No, I can't do it. Y'all think I'm smiling? Y'all think I'm blushing and shit, chat? No. The toxic nigga in me wanna do it, but I can't do it. Can't do it, chat. Can't do it. I can't do it, chat. As much as I would love to be like, pull up and eat this dick up for all that shit you've been talking, I just can't. I can't go to jail for no bitch. Like, I can't. What the hell? I'm gonna text her back. Fuck it. I'm gonna say, what do you want? I'm gonna say, what do you want? You weird as hell, bitch. Nah, chat, I'm gonna unsend my messages. Fuck that. You know what, chat? I'm gonna unsend my messages. writing this down.
Sorry, y'all. I got carried away. But y'all seen inside Blueface's mouth or whatever. I don't think this is the best video to show it, but while he was in the club talking with the camera in front of his face and the flash on and shit like that, y'all can see the inside of his mouth better. And then, like I said, another clip that kind of shows it better is the clips where he was on the red carpet at Jason Lee's event or whatever. Welcome in everybody. He must still be on that K2 like he was in jail. He must be out here in the Bay Area. I haven't heard any confirmations of what the exact drugs that Blueface is still doing is, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if he was still on K2. I would not be surprised at all. He went almost 2 years smoking that shit damn near every day. I wouldn't be surprised if he was still on it. Chrisean be buying Blueface because when she's broke, she's never around. That's true. Chrisean has been buying Blueface's I won't say love. We'll say attention, I guess. Blueface's attention since she met him. We talked a little bit before about how she used to pay him $20,000 a weekend to spend the weekend with her instead of going home to Jaden and his I think it was just Javon at the time. And then of course she signed over all her Zeus checks to him, so she never saw any of the money. It just all went straight to Blueface, all that shit. Chrisean has been buying Blueface's attention for quite a long time. Did you hear Chrisean tell the Asian lady in the car she's her new best friend? Now that bitch at the hotel babysit. What? I didn't see that. Y'all know I said I don't really get too deep into Chrisean's bullshit. I didn't see that though. I'm gonna have to go back and find the little clips and stuff. I was wondering who that lady was, because that's the same lady that was in the in Hair Queen LA with her, wasn't it? That Asian lady that handed her Junior and she asked if it was, I don't think I have that clip either. But did y'all see that clip where the Asian lady handed Junior to Chrisean and it was right before Junior really started crying, right? And she was like, "Do you think it's his thing?" And I think she was talking about Junior's hernia for real. Because Chrisean started patting like the side of Junior's leg or something, and she was doing it hard too. And Junior started crying. I think his hernia is bothering him for real. He probably got a whole new infection or an infection that's been going on for like a few weeks, few months, something like that, and it's bothering him. I used to have a child ever. That's true too. That's true. Mm-mm. When she wanted to be a surfer. Do all these circus clowns realize there is feds who are paid to watch content, especially when there is suspicion around death? Oh, the feds are in the circus. Chrisean's a fed. She got the feds are listening to her, tracking her at all times. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, and I don't know if Blueface is like an official federal informant or anything like that, but supposedly Blue had to do some snitching to get out of prison too, because he was supposed to do longer than what he did. And I don't know who it was that Blueface told on or what was said, but supposedly Blueface was doing some snitching too. And then we know Chrisean is a federal informant. Her wire is the pacifier chain, the cell phone. She be downloading people's cell phones, all that shit. So the circus, the feds are already involved in the circus. And I really think the feds are they're just letting everybody build up cases upon themselves pretty much. And then, like I said, for Blue, it's either hell or jail. So, she noticed the patting made him cry and then did it again when she gave him back to the lady. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She just be doing shit to purposely hurt Junior. And then he be crying on stream. And I feel like she gets something out of that. She gets some kind of pleasure and pride out of it or something. We never sleep with her with a diaper bag or even a purse. So I know she's not carrying any sanitation wipes or pull-ups. Yeah, she don't we never see her with a diaper bag or a purse or anything. The reason I laughed is because y'all remember when Stunna said that none of Blue's hoes carry purses around or anything. So it's kinda crazy that Chrisean went and got the Stunna Girl wig, and then we're in here talking about Chrisean never having a diaper bag or a purse. I don't know. I wanna know how long Junior be in the same diaper too. 'Cause we talked about how Chrisean be going the longest time without feeding him, like, she was on stream, didn't feed him for a whole 24 hours. I wanted the diaper. If she's not feeding him, I know she's not changing his diaper either. I know for fact she's not changing his diaper either. I wanna know how long it is that she just leaves him in a nasty ass diaper. And then we keep hearing all these stories from like random people that come into contact with Junior and Chrisean, and they're talking about how Junior is stinking. They're talking about how Chrisean is stinking too, but they're talking about how Junior is stinking, and Junior is a toddler. There's no reason, unless he shitted on himself or something like that, there's no reason that Junior should just have like a smell to him. There's no reason why so many people have came out and said that they were in contact with Chrisean and Junior had a smell to him for real. Did y'all hear Cracky Lion say the police showed up to I've seen that, and I was gonna make I don't know, we might go live tomorrow, possibly, we might. But that whole thing about on Krishan's stream where some people are saying CPS showed up, and then some people are saying the cops showed up. Either way it goes, I don't think I don't think that was real either. Like how I talked about earlier, how that whole situation with Carlissa and Journey wasn't real. I don't think that little shit that Krishan did on her stream with CPS pulling up, I don't think that was real either. Um, I've never had a visit from CPS or anything like that, but I watch a lot of body cam videos, and I want y'all to take me seriously when I say this, right? When CPS pulls up to somebody's house, it's not just a quick like, "Oh, let me see the kids real quick, and as long as they look like they have clean clothes on, Imma get up out of here." Krishan plays a lot of fucking games on the internet. She does. And that whole thing on her stream where CPS allegedly pulled up and they were like, "Oh, well, we see him. He looks good. We'll get out of y'all hair." That's not how that goes. And I think Krishan literally just staged a fake so-called visit from CPS just to play with people because people keep on talking about how they calling CPS on her. I don't think it was real at all. 'Cause they like I said, they don't just pull up and, uh, look at the kid and then be like, "Oh, well, he looks okay," and then just walk off. That's not even though CPS is not the best at all times, and it's not always an ideal situation for children to go into, that's not how CPS does investigations. That's not how they pull up on you. Um, yeah, they're not doing immediate show up calls at all. They're not. Um And so that shit that Krishan did on her stream, she was really just playing. And I seen some people taking it seriously, but don't for real. And I haven't nobody has confirmed whether it was real or fake, but just from what I've seen of CPS visits and stuff like that, and my knowledge of them, that shit wasn't real to me. There's an awful lot of playing going on in the circus right now, and everybody's doing it. Um I finally saw a diaper today when she was in the hair shop, and she bit down to get something out of his little Mario bag. It's a small not not big enough for 2 diapers in his Pedialyte. I've seen the little Mario bag, I think last week on a stream, but I didn't really think it was for Junior. I thought her slow ass was just carrying around, a Mario backpack for herself. But 2 diapers and a Pedialyte is only can fit in there. Ooh, mind you, once again, Junior shouldn't even need to have a diaper bag still associated with him. All this shit is so crazy. And then I talked about it yesterday. I don't think I have no clips of her and Junior up here. But I talked about it yesterday how crazy it looks that she's still carrying Junior around like that. Like Junior is big but small at the same time, and she's still carrying him around looking crazy as hell. Um, seems as a Caucasian power name. Sean Malone protecting her in media lies. She's a creep, evil as fuck, and I hope a vigilante takes her off the planet. That's the only way Junior can be saved. So I agree with everything you said, but Sean Malone isn't protecting her anymore. I don't know if I've talked about that on this channel for real. I think I've said a little bit about it, but supposedly Sean Malone is no longer protecting Chrisean. So he hasn't done anything for Chrisean in months. And I would have to go back and look, but I want to say it was towards the end of last year actually that he stopped helping Chrisean. So at this point, anything Chrisean gets away with is just her federal informant status working. Because it's not Sean Malone helping her out anymore. Um That Mario bag is for toddlers to carry their stuff. It's not a diaper bag or a regular travel one. Yeah, I didn't when I like I said, I've seen the bag before, but I didn't really give it too much thought because I wasn't really thinking that it was like a diaper bag or anything for Junior. I thought it was just her slow ass carrying it around. Just like how she put the Soldier Boy outfit on a couple weeks ago. I thought that was like another one of her things. She had went to Walmart, found a bag that she thought was cute, or she picked it up at a like one of her nieces or nephew's room or something like that, and she didn't have a bag to carry her shit around in, so she just said, "Hey, here this is. I'm gonna put my stuff in here while I'm here," basically, or until I find another purse or something. But I didn't know she was carrying around the diapers and Pedialyte in it. Now that you mention it, I don't think it was real either because why all of a sudden is she discussing what happened when CPS showed up and she never mentioned any details before? Yeah, and then the other thing with the whole CPS thing is, right? I feel like if CPS had a really pulled up on her, Chrisean would have took the fucking mic off. But even though they were out of frame of the camera, you could still hear everything that was being said. That was done on purpose. Because as federal as Chrisean is, has anybody ever seen her like anytime like like cops or something like that is involved in the situation? Chrisean usually don't no want nobody to hear what's going on for real, but she left the mic on so that everybody could hear the whole conversation. I really don't think it was real at all. She had no wipes in that bag to clean him up. His face was full of mucus. Can I say something, y'all? I would hate to see Junior in real life. And when I say that, I'm not saying it like to be mean or anything like that. I'm talking about like to see Junior in real life and see just how bad he's neglected and just how bad Chrisean doesn't take care of him. Like to not have any wipes at all, and you have a special needs child that's not potty trained. They can't, they're not using the bathroom in like a regular toilet or anything else. And to know that you're walking around with no wipes, when they sneeze, they don't like even regular like quote normal toddlers, right? When they sneeze, a lot of times they be making a mess on their face too. Mucus and snot be everywhere. You still got to clean them up. And Chrisean is just walking around basically just raw dogging it. Nothing to clean Junior up. Half the time Junior clothes be dirty. Y'all may remember this. I want to say it was like earlier this year. It was Corey Lombardi. He had made a post showing how Junior's clothes were all dirty when you zoomed in on them. Like they were all wrinkled and dirty, had lint all over them, everything else. And then at the same time, this was before Chrisean got him a haircut. He had all kinds of lint and everything else in his hair. Like, could y'all imagine walking up on Junior Junior has like dried snot mucus all over his face. She hasn't wiped it off or anything. He has all kinds of lint in his hair. His hair is all tangled and matted and crusty and dirty. And then you look in his mouth, you can tell his teeth haven't been brushed. His breath stinks. He stinks because Chrisean does not bathe him, and he probably has a 3-day-old diaper on. Like, I would hate to run into it must be heartbreaking to run into Junior in person. Like I said, I'm not saying none of that to be funny. It has to be really something to run into Junior in person and realize, like, just how bad she's neglecting him for real. And don't nobody around Chrisean step in to say nothing at all. That's what she's using the bag for, 2 diapers all day. I don't even think she's going through I really would not be surprised if Chrisean isn't putting a whole 2 diapers on him every day. Like, if Junior only got a diaper change every other day, I would not be surprised, unless it's somebody else changing his diaper. I could see, like, because we know Chrisean don't really go nowhere by herself, so she's always gonna pick herself up a little minion or whatever. I could see, like, if one of her minions be changing his diapers, because they probably feel bad for him, they smell him, all that stuff, so they're gonna probably change his diaper for him. But if it's just Chrisean with Junior, I highly doubt she's changing his diaper more than once a day, and sometimes probably not even that. Junior has probably gone days being in the same diaper. I would not be surprised at all. Um Yeah, I definitely think she set that up. Remember his clothes were too small for the longest. I do remember that. Especially that outfit. I want to say it was like a red plaid shirt, like a button-up shirt, and then it had like some either black or blue pants that went with it. And it got exposed that those were infant clothes for like 0 to 3 months. And at the time, Junior was over 2 years old, so everything was, like, riding up on him. The pants looked like capris. The shirt was so small that um, the ends of the arms of the shirt were up by his elbows, and she just sitting up on her little bar stool singing Yahweh with Junior in her arms looking absolutely crazy with clothes that are way too small on. Krishan like I said, this shit really do not be fun. Like, it's so pathetic that all you can do is laugh about it for real. And it's not, it's the furthest thing from funny, but that's all you can do for real. Cause she really just hops on the internet and does this shit and she gets away with it. Not green and black on his tongue. It said that it's just black. Oh my god. Yeah. Let me actually hold on. I think I still have it. Here we go. And then we see Junior got the black eye healing, and then inside his mouth, it's all kinds of different colors because Krishan doesn't brush his teeth or anything else. And she just gives him his possible once a day Pediasure inside of a bottle that's never been washed. And that's what the inside of his mouth looks like. And people, for some reason, Krishan's fans are still running around praising her, talking about she's such a good mom. They calling her holy hands and everything else. But that's what the inside of her child's mouth looks like. While she's in LA stalking Blueface, this is what the inside of her toddler's mouth looks like. They talking about his hernia is bothering him. He's hungry. That's why he's eating his hands. All that shit. The inside of his mouth is all kinds of different colors. But let's stalk Blueface. That just further proves that she's not feeding him because toddlers make a mess. So for her to not have any paper towel, yeah, I if we're being honest right now, I know women, like grown women, that they keep some baby wipes with them for themselves. They need a, you know what I'm saying? At all times, it don't matter what time it is, what time of the month, anything it is, they always have baby wipes with them, things to freshen up, things like that. So when you see a mother that don't have anything for her kid at all, what is going on for real? Because those of us with kids, we know they make messes. It don't matter what it is. You can give them a granola bar and think everything is cool, and they're gonna find a way to make a mess on their clothes, wherever it is that they're sitting at and eating. They're gonna find a way to make a mess with the most simplest of shit. So this comment is completely true. For her to not have anything at all, like I said, there's still always gonna be people defending her and saying she's a good mommy, and she's not. Um, mm-mm. She didn't wanna touch his dirty, snotty face, and that's the thing too, is Chrisean is the same person that be wiping her snot on the back of Junior's head. So, why would you not wanna touch his snotty face? It's okay for you to rub your snot-covered hands on the back of your baby's head, but you don't wanna clean up his snot-covered face. Yeah, I've never seen a child's mouth like this at all. To be 2 years old, and then the fact it's not like Junior eats all kinds of different foods or anything like that. All he can do is drink Pediasure and milk, and at this point, I don't even think Chrisean is giving him milk for real no more. I think it's just straight up Pediasure, but she doesn't brush his teeth or take care of the inside of his mouth at all, so this is what we have. There's no reason that the inside of his mouth should look like this, because he's not, it's not even like people can say, "Oh, well, maybe he was eating candy or he had like some frosting or something like that." We can't say that because he can't eat anything. So it just is what it is. I bet she doesn't even change. I You know what? When the topic of Krishan's hygiene comes up, some stuff I kinda gotta leave out my mind for real. Because like we talked about a little bit ago, there don't be no purse involved in nothing, and Chrisean is really like an outside bitch. Chrisean is like a feral runaway dog. She don't have no home for real. I know she allegedly has this this place in Baltimore that she streams from or whatever, right? But besides that, we don't ever see Chrisean really have like a stable base of anything. And then we seen her, I played that clip where she was sitting in her streaming room brushing her teeth at the desk or whatever. And she talking about the toothbrush still had toothpaste on it from earlier. Like, Chrisean is a really dirty, nasty bitch. So when it comes to like the topic of like what she has to do during her time of the month, it's like I hate thinking about it because I know it's some nasty, weird, foul shit going on with her. There has to be. Because we already heard Chastity talk about how she used to have to help Chrisean with her BV infections and stuff like that, and she would never finish her medication, and she would just always be walking around with infections and shit like that. I know Chrisean's period, her time of the month, I know it's fucking disgusting. I know the way she handles it and deals with it has to be absolutely disgusting. So I try not to think about it too much. I really do try not to think about it too much. Um, she don't change pads. And y'all got, if we think about it too, right? Like especially back when she was on Blue Girls Club and stuff. I know y'all have seen all those clips and shit like that from Blue Girls Club where Chrisean had like unidentifiable substances in her panties. We talked about how Rolly said her panties could get up and walk off on their own for real. They had green stuff in them, brown stuff, pink stuff, all kinds of different colors. Carlissa said she had the thrush all in her panties. She was leaving them on the kitchen counter. Krishan's time of the month has to be absolutely horrid. I know she has like the fucking smell Krishan produces. I don't even want to think about it for real. I don't even want to think about it for real. Krishan is a dirty bitch, bro. She is. She's so nasty and dirty and trifling, and you really have grown ass women acting like she is just upper echelon. Like everybody wants to be like Krishan. I posted this picture of Krishan on Twitter earlier, and of course there was somebody in the comments talking about, "You're so jealous. You're so pressed." Jealous of what? And Rockchard, if you're in the back or if any other Krishan minions are in the back and y'all saying I'm pressed about Krishan, do y'all not hear the way I'm talking about Krishan right now and how dirty that bitch is? And y'all don't see what's going on in my comments? Nobody is jealous of Krishan. Krishan is disgusting. And once again, I want to know how piss poor y'all lives are that y'all look at Krishan and y'all think she's somebody to be jealous of. Y'all think anything about Krishan's life is something to be jealous of. Hmm. I still can't get over the fact that his hands were in his mouth like that. Yeah, it's a sad situation. I've never seen a child just like, of course, I've seen kids put like their fingers in their mouth or something like that, but to try to put their whole hand in their mouth for real, I don't think I've ever seen a kid do that before. Not like a toddler, maybe like an older kid that's just doing shit, trying to be funny, basically, like see if their mouth is big enough to fit their hand in it. I've seen shit along those lines. But for to see a toddler like try to eat his whole hand, I've never seen nothing like that before. Her fans could be our grannies, like what the fuck is up with the world? Exactly. If I were to ever see like my grandma or my mom or something like that online doing shit that Krishan's fans do, they would have to go to a home. I'm sorry. I would need to know what's up with them, what type time they're on. Cognitively, do we need to run some tests? Because why are you supporting Krishan? Why are you sending her and her child gifts? Why are you doing any of that? Why are you condoning her behavior? Why are you supporting her? Why are you in group chats hyping her up? Why are you doing all that? At your big matriarchal age, I don't even know if that's a word, but at your big matriarchal age, why are you supporting Krishan Rock? I would need to know some answers to that. Krishan really has like the most, I don't want to say ironic, but at the same time it is ironic. Like you would never expect her whole fan base, her damn near her whole fan base to be older women. And you would never expect older women to be condoning the type of bullshit Krishan does. Ugly ass. Like I keep looking at this fucking picture. Krishan looks so bad. And then she got this big ass tattoo of this cover up on her neck, but you can still see the fucking Blueface's face behind it. And then the tooth and the ashy upper lip. Let me stop. I can't. He looked like he was itching his tongue, and as far as he could scratch. Yeah, that's sad too. Like all the itching and stuff that Junior does is sad to see too. Because a few months ago, we used to see him always trying to scratch his ass and shit, and we don't see that as much no more. But now it's like he's trying to scratch the inside of his mouth too. Jealous of what they wish dragging her disabled son across the floor with his club feet using filters. Exactly. I've said it a million times, but Krishan's life is literally my worst nightmare. I would never wish this shit on nobody. There is nothing about Krishan's life that I look at and I'm like, oh, that must be nice to have. Or that must be nice to do. Or I wish I could do that. And even if I think back right now, I'm in my 30s, right? If I think back right now, to every single life that I've lived. And y'all, I've told y'all before, I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I feel like I've lived like 197 different lives in this 30 something years. I cannot think of a single point in my life where I would have ever looked at Chrisean's life, anything about Chrisean's life, and been like, oh, I wish that was my life instead. There is nothing about Chrisean that is admirable at all. So when people start talking about that jealousy shit, I really do not see what they're talking about at all. But in their head, it makes sense. In their head, it makes sense, but it's definitely not me at all. She already looks like she's 35 at least. Yeah, Chrisean does not look the age that she is. She doesn't at all. Chrisean looks like she's been rode hard and put away wet. She does not look good. She Oh, there's somebody else in here? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Melanie. Milani. Milani Loads. Is she the only one? You got anything else you need to say? Hold on, I got you. Whole channel based on a person you don't like is insane. Seek help. But you don't like the fact that I'm talking about your fave and you just been sitting in the background and now you in my comments boosting my engagement and everything else, right? What are you over here for? You don't like the fact that I'm talking about your fave. Mind you, my whole channel is not about Chrisean. Like I said, it's only a problem when it's y'all fave that's being talked about. My whole channel is not about Chrisean. You over here in a video where I'm talking about Chrisean, but I bet you haven't left another comment on any other video that's not about Chrisean. Just because you want to dick eat for Chrisean and protect her and you don't want nobody talking bad about her, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep talking about her. I've been talking about her for years now and ain't nobody stopped me yet. Whole channel based on a person you don't like is insane. Seek help. Just like it's insane that you're trying to defend a stranger that you don't know. It's insane that you're defending a child abuser. It's insane that you're defending a person who's taken multiple lives for no fucking reason at all besides the fact that she's psychotic. It's insane that you're doing all that, right? But you're in my comments mad because you don't like the fact I'm talking about this hoe. Don't worry about it though. I got something for you. Hold on.
Pay for me, no. Cancel that bitch. I'll buy another.
Don't worry about it, Milani. I got I don't give a fuck. Block me. Yeah, you give a fuck. That's why you came in here and said something in the first place. You definitely give a fuck. You sitting over there mad as fuck. I'm talking about Chrisean. That's why you had to come in here and state your little opinion, state the fact that you were mad that we're talking about a child abuser. Bitch, look how she got her child. This how she got her child at almost 3 years old. And you in here defending the hoe. And you telling me to seek help because I'm talking about her. Girl, let me show you one more time and I'm gonna get you up out of here.
Pay for me, no. Cancel that bitch. I'll buy another.
Just dumb. I hate y'all so. Hold on. One more time for the one time.
Pay for me, no. Cancel that bitch. I'll buy another.
Like, you hoes are so fucking weird. Y'all are so weird. You're gonna come defend a fucking child abuser that got her child riding around in an infant stroller at almost 3 years old, crunched up like a fucking pretzel. Don't know what the fuck going on, what time it is, where he's at. He don't even know what the fuck his own mama looks like because of what she did to him. And y'all got the nerve to be in my fucking comments talking about the fact that I'm talking about her. Mind you, I just said a few minutes ago, Chrisean don't give a fuck if it's good attention or bad attention. She wants to be talked about. But y'all still feel the need to get in people's comments trying to defend her. And once again, for those of y'all that still don't realize it, I've said it several times over here. Chrisean don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all be in people's comments, interrupting their live streams, everything else to show your defense and support for a fucking child abuser. And she wouldn't even piss on y'all if y'all were on fire. Bitch got a whole lawsuit for punching one of her fans in the face. Tried to set another one of her fans up just because they took a video of her. She tell y'all all the time she don't like y'all. She don't give a fuck about what y'all are talking about. Anything else. She tell y'all all the time, and y'all still go out your way to try to defend her. But it's other people that need to seek help. I think the bitches that need to seek help are the ones that feel like they're in alignment with a fucking stranger. I think the bitches that need to seek help are the ones that feel like they need to defend a child abuser. I think the ones that need to seek help are the ones that sweep all the shit, the weird, evil, demonic shit, psychotic shit, all of that a bitch does on a large scale. They just sweep it under the rug, and they want to keep rooting for her and defending her because they live the same life as her, as being a little retarded bitch that can't get a man to take them seriously and running around do whatever just to be seen. Because that's the other side of Chrisean's fans. You got her old ass geriatric fans that commiserate with her and they see themselves in her and blah, blah, blah. But then Chrisean got a few fans that are around the same age as her that they see themselves in her. They can't get a man for real. They can't get no husband. They can't get no man to take them seriously. They got to run around fucking on other bitches' boyfriends, all that shit, right? And that's what they see in Chrisean, and they see Chrisean gets posted on the internet and she goes viral and stuff like that. So they feel connected to her. They feel seen. They feel heard. So now they feel like they got to defend her to the death. And Chrisean still don't give a fuck about him. You bitches are weird and you bitches are retarded, and it's y'all that need to seek help, not me. Just because I'm speaking out against the bitch, that don't mean nothing. Y'all are the ones that feel like y'all have to protect her and defend her. I don't feel like that. There are very few people in this world that I feel like I got to defend and protect, and all of them are related to me or they came out of me. It's not some random bitch on the internet who I don't know, and especially not a child abuser and somebody that hasn't done anything good in the world at all. Chrisean hasn't put out a single bit of good energy into the world, nothing but darkness and chaos, and y'all feel like y'all got to defend her. Man, fuck y'all. For real, I cannot stand y'all. Let me, one more time.
Many people me know.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy another.
Anyway, raggedy asshole. Seek help. You're talking about Chrisean. I don't like it. Why are you talking about my fave like that? You hoes are pathetic. Anyway, let me get back to the show. Remedial and bad mothers. Absolutely. Nothing ass bitches always trying to come in somebody's chat and tell them they don't like the fact that they're talking about Chrisean. Who gives a fuck? Chrisean don't even give a fuck about the fact that she gets talked bad about. That's why she's still on the internet doing her bullshit. She wants this attention. So why are y'all trying to see? That's why she hates y'all for real. Y'all be in everybody's comments trying to regulate what they say about Chrisean. And whole time she wants the attention. She likes the attention, whether it's good or bad. She likes the fact that people be talking about her, and y'all stupid asses be thinking y'all are doing something by coming in chats telling people not to talk about her. And all y'all are doing is hindering her plans. That bitch loves to be talked about. That's why she be exploiting her son the way she does, because even when nobody cares about her, she knows people are going to tune in for Junior. And they don't care. She don't care if it's good or bad attention. So why the fuck are y'all in people's comments trying to slow it down for her? Dumbass hoes. Think y'all doing something for real. That's why she hates y'all for real. That's why she hates y'all. Y'all always fucking something up for her. Yeah, I don't get it. These people swear that they're fans of Chrisean and blah blah blah, but you're okay with the fact that she abuses her child. Make that make sense. Cause I know y'all see it. Ain't no way. There's no way whatsoever y'all think this is normal. Junior just stuffed into this stroller like this, looking crazy. But y'all in my comments mad because I'm talking about Chrisean. Listen, if she doesn't put her damn business on the internet or her lies, no one can talk about her. So tell her exactly. Everything we know about Chrisean is either been her or her family that had bought it to the internet. Nobody went looking for Chrisean. Nobody asked to see her every day. This is her doing. She the one that wanted to be seen. She wanted to be seen. She wanted to be talked about, all that, which is part of the reason also why she can't leave Blueface alone. She want that attention. So if she want the attention, we're going to keep giving it to her. I don't understand what the problem is. At any point now, Chrisean could have got completely off the internet with her and Junior. Chrisean could be somewhere living her best or worst life, and we wouldn't know the difference between it. We just wouldn't know that we haven't seen her in a minute. We haven't seen Junior in a minute. That's all we would know. But she keeps getting on the internet and doing all this extra shit because she wants to be seen, and then y'all get upset about it. Y'all get upset for people telling the truth instead of just dick eating for her and co-signing on all her bullshit that she puts out into the world. All subject says, but is there a way I can send you my stuff? Yeah, I posted my my email address in my bio. It should be under like the contact information. You can send it to that email address. He can't even stand. She is dragging him all over the floor like she's teaching him to walk. He has special needs. Take him to a specialist and get him a wheelchair. Exactly. Junior should have been had a wheelchair. And instead of her just doing what she should to get him help and, you know, get him a little some sense of normalcy in life, instead we got to see her dragging him across the floor, acting like he's walking, and then still stuffing him in this stroller like this. Just get him a wheelchair. We all know he's disabled. You're not hiding anything. You're not fooling anybody. Just go get him a wheelchair. If she, you know what? I don't know if you can order wheelchairs off Amazon. Let me see before I say anything further. Let me see. I know like at Walmart and Target and stuff, they got the little basic wheelchairs in case you get hurt or something. Or for like the older people. Yeah, they got some electric wheelchairs on Amazon. See, if Chrisean, now back to what I was going to say, since Chrisean wants to order medical equipment off Amazon and Target and shit, if Chrisean really wanted to do something, she could get Junior a little electric wheelchair off of Amazon. Instead of continuing to go on with this stroller shit, this infant stroller shit, she could have ordered him a little electric wheelchair. They got all different kinds and models. You know, Chrisean is on a budget. I see a $400 one. They got one for $369. They got one for kids for $309, $299. They got electric wheelchairs for the low. She could get Junior something and have him rolling instead of keeping him cramped up in this stroller like this. Since she won't take him to the doctor and she just want to go the Amazon route, why not go the Amazon route for real? Why do we have Fisher Price treadmills when he needs a wheelchair? Let me see. And she don't take baths. Y'all remember Blue said at one point, Blue said Chrisean was a get up and go type of girl. She don't do nothing. She don't do like no hygiene routine or nothing like that. She don't care about changing her clothes. Y'all know we've seen Chrisean running around in the same clothes for 4 or 5 days at a time sometimes. She don't care about no type of hygiene or anything else. Yeah, she don't care about Junior. She don't care about being his advocate or anything else. She does not care about Junior. Her fans don't care about Junior. All they care about is people not calling Chrisean a bad mom, basically. That 304 is stupid as shit. She is. All she cares about is being seen. That's it. Like I said, she don't even love Blueface. She hates Blueface, but she just wants the life that being attached with him can provide. Which once again, cars are being downgraded, lawsuits are being lost, chains are being turned in, all that shit. So what lifestyle is she really chasing? But that's just how gone Chrisean's mind is, that she looks at Jaden and Blue and she thinks that's a life she needs to have, she wants to live. I never seen him go down a slide or play on a swing. Yeah, I've never seen Junior do anything. Like, we've seen, y'all remember that clip like back around Christmas time when I think it was that same day that Chrisean went to Compton and Marsh and her son went with her, and Junior and I forgot what Marsh's son's name is. I forgot what her son's name is, but that y'all seen him. They were in like the little bumper car thing or whatever, and Junior looked scared to death. Like he didn't know what was going on because once again, Junior is blind. He can't see. So all he possibly knows is that he's been set in something and he's just spinning around in circles. He don't know what's going on. And that's another case of Chrisean just doing whatever with him and not really caring about his special needs or anything like that. Because what in your right mind, why would you think that a special needs toddler who is blind, why would you think that sitting him in something that's just spinning him around and he don't know what's going on, why would you think that's good for him? And he has a seizure disorder too. But that's the type of shit Chrisean does with Junior. She does not care about any type of special needs he has. She don't even care about just the bare minimum taking care of him. Just changing his diaper and cleaning him up properly. She don't even care about that part. Even Master P has a wheelchair. Yeah. There's no reason at this point, there's no reason why Junior doesn't have a wheelchair. Because nobody's looking at Junior being carried around everywhere and being in this stroller all the time. Nobody's looking at that and being like, okay, this is normal. Nobody's looking at that and they're saying like, yeah, Junior can probably walk. Nobody's saying that. We know Junior can't walk. We know he's disabled. We know he can't do anything for himself. Just get him the proper equipment that he needs. If he needs a wheelchair, get him a wheelchair. A stroller is not a substitute for a wheelchair. Chrisean just carrying him around everywhere is not a substitute for a wheelchair. The pink wig did look good on her with the golden suntan filter she had on at Hair Queen LA. Now it makes her look super pale. I don't think I've seen the one at Hair Queen LA. I just seen the aftermath. I didn't see any pictures she took in the sun or anything like that. If he was in therapy, they would order his equipment. And that's my thing too. Chrisean wouldn't have to be on the internet buying like treadmills and shit off of Amazon. That's not how that works. And a lot of people, for some reason, they're missing that part. No doctor, if you have a child that's supposed to be in physical therapy, maybe for like some quick like handheld stuff or something like that. But no doctor is finna tell you to go home, get on Amazon and order a Fisher Price treadmill and what is it called? The little jumper thing that was attached to the door whatever the technical name for it is. Nobody's nobody's telling her to buy those to use in place of therapy or to do at home therapy. Nobody's telling her that. Chrisean is just playing on the internet, and there's still some slow ass people that are still eating it up for some reason. Didn't nobody tell her to buy that shit except for the voices in her head. Because her supporters haven't sent. That's true too. I don't know what I was thinking about. That's true too. I wonder though, like if somebody were to actually send her a wheelchair for Junior, I wonder if she would actually use it. Cause y'all remember how she acted when that lady sent her the book about having a blind child or whatever. Y'all remember how she cut up with that. I wonder if somebody actually sent Junior a wheelchair, if she would actually use it. Or if she would just show out about it again. Cause it is really not up for debate whether he needs one or not. He can't walk. And him being cramped up in this little stroller like this all the time, that's not good for him either. But Rock Tards, and if y'all in the back and y'all listening, send Junior a wheelchair and let's see what she do. Let's see what Chrisean does. She's the only one that's ashamed of him. No one would care if he had a wheelchair. We actually encourage it. That's what I'm saying. Nobody, if Chrisean popped out tomorrow with a wheelchair for Junior, people would celebrate it. Nobody would be talking crazy about her or Junior if she popped up with a wheelchair for Junior tomorrow. Nobody would have anything bad to say about it. It's literally just Chrisean that's embarrassed to him and she don't want to help him out at all. We know Junior needs a wheelchair. So if she come out with one for him, everybody will be all for it. I don't think there would be a single person that would be against it. But it's just her that's afraid to like basically let Junior live in his truth, pretty much. Because she doesn't want to be looked at as a bad parent, but we already see what's going on though. That's the part that I'm not understanding. It's like the voices in Chrisean's head tell her that her son really is not disabled and everybody else is just tripping. Well dang, now she needs an eye doctor. Now he needs an eye doctor. Yeah, Junior, I think it was yesterday that I talked about it, that the part of Junior's brain that's supposed to be that processes images, that part of his brain is damaged. It's not him being sent through Chrisean's diseased canal is not what caused his blindness, but to my understanding, it's the actual brain damage is why he can't see. Now, it's very much so possible that even if he wasn't brain damaged and he had been sent through that same infected canal that could have caused his blindness too, if he wasn't actually brain damaged. But for him specifically, yeah, it's the brain damage that causes him not to be able to process images. So he can see technically he can see like blurs of stuff and then light, but he can't make out what he's seeing, pretty much is the way it was explained. Yeah, buy them a wheelchair. Buy him a wheelchair. Let's see if he actually gets to use it. She would roll him in the closet and leave. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Maybe that's why she don't get him a wheelchair too, because the wheelchair isn't as like if she needs to take him out of it or something, it's not as inconspicuous as like a stroller. Like a stroller, you can easily unfold and fold it. It's really not expensive or nothing like that. It can fit into small places. The wheelchair, especially an electric wheelchair, because we know Junior, of course, he's not going to be able to use one like a standard wheelchair on his own. He's not going to be able to roll the wheels or anything, right? So an electric wheelchair, like she's not going to be able to just maneuver it all kinds of ways or anything. So maybe Maybe that's why he don't have one too, is because she can't just leave it anywhere the way she do the stroller. The book was about a boy who could not walk. That book was about a boy who could not walk. Oh, I thought it was a book about her having a blind child. I guess not though. But either way it goes, Junior can't walk either though, so that's why she cut up about it. But I really do want to know if she would do the same thing with the wheelchair. Um, you need a wheelchair with straps on it. I don't know, Junior. I kind of talked about it yesterday, and he might be, but I don't think Junior would get taken away from Krishan. Like even well, I'll say this. I talked about like the her protections that come along with being a federal informant and stuff like that. But I don't think like even say Krishan does like her last assignment, right? And they revoke her hit her informant status, right? And so now she has to start legally paying for all the dirt that she's done. I don't I feel like the federal government will low key wait until Junior expires before they do anything with Krishan because I don't think Junior is ever going to be taken away from Krishan. I think that they would at this point, right? Because we know the federal government, they know everything Krishan is doing. There's no question about it. They record all of it, everything like that. So they know. They know. I don't think since they have not taken him away yet, I think that they would rather just him expire so that nobody else has to take on the burden of Junior. And it's a sad situation, it is, but I don't think I really think that that's why they leave him with her. Because I told y'all the story before about how while Chastity was locked up, Krishan had plans to essentially get rid of Luella, who's Chastity's daughter. And somebody like powerful people behind the scenes, they made sure that Chastity was able to get out of jail even though she had a no bond warrant. She wasn't supposed to be getting out of jail anytime soon. They made sure they did what had to be done so that Chastity could get out of jail and go get Luella away from Krishan, but they just left Junior there. I don't think that there's any plan whatsoever to save Junior. I don't. I really think that they're gonna let Junior pass away, and then that's when Krishan will have to start paying for everything that she's done. Because I don't think that they're gonna take Junior from her and pass him off to somebody else to take care of him. I really don't, honestly. And it's like I said, it's a sad situation. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I really do not think that they're gonna take that boy away from her and give her to somebody else. There ain't no hold on. Y'all, was there a rock chart in here? I don't know. I guess I missed it. Maybe not. Um, my son don't have a stomach, so he has a TPN. Hopefully, he doesn't need that, but he definitely needs the G tube, which my son also has. But it's to vent his saliva, stomach acid. Yeah. I don't know to my knowledge. I don't remember seeing anything about like specifically what medical equipment Junior needs or the treatments that he needs for his digestive issues. Um just that he has them pretty much. Like, the only thing I know, um, is, like, his with the whole eating thing. The reason he can't eat is because his esophagus, I think it was his esophagus and something else are so damaged from the amount of seizures he has. But I don't know specifically all the equipment that he's supposed to have, to be able to eat, basically. Because I know there's no way he's getting, like, all the nutrients and everything he needs from just drinking Pediasure every day. Um, I thought somebody said, a rock tard was in the chat. And I might have just missed it. Y'all might have got him out of here, I don't know. But I thought that's what somebody was talking about. My bad, y'all. Um, Throughout history, the federal government has used a criminally insane as an informant. They have no conscience. This is nothing new. No CI walks away, they will throw. Yeah, and that's my thing is a lot of people, for some reason, they have this notion that or this idea that Chrisean can't be a federal informant because she's too stupid to be an informant. And I showed y'all that video. Hold on. I got more people in the chat than I did last night, but let me see if I can find this video so y'all can see uh just how Chrisean can switch back and forth and adapt to. Let me remove something. Hold on. Mm.
He's a politician now. Baltimore City is real crooked, corrupt, man. So, story short, this is when she took the charge, like, on Chrisean also because of her dad.
Chrisean Shawnee Malone and Mercedes French. Here's Shawnee.
I'm the youngest in the competition. I've been through more than most. It was a struggle growing up, and I was even homeless. Athletics saved me. It was like an outlet for me to put all my stress, all my pain on the track. I want to win ultimate tag and put myself through college, and I'm going to win tonight.
Like, y'all see how articulate Chrisean can be? She knows what she be doing. But a lot of people think because they see, like, hold on, let me play a video of Chrisean. If I still have one up here. Actually, let me look at this.
All right, come on. Are we really getting married?
You know what I mean? Yeah. What the fuck? It's like a remedial baby. Oh, yeah. It's like a slow ass baby. You know what I'm saying? You talking to a dumb ass kid in class, nigga. Bitch, I said red nose or blue nose.
You're a red nose or a blue nose?
Blue nose. If a dumpster could talk, blue nose. Blue nose.
Are we going to Michael Jackson's house tomorrow?
Yeah.
You gonna water the giraffes and all that?
I thought they got the people for that. the people for that. I wonder what this nigga is thinking right here. Cause I be like, yo, he talking to her.
Like, y'all see how Chrisean, like, the difference in Chrisean talking for real? She knows what she be doing.
To make tag and put myself through college, and I'm going to win tonight.
Like, Chrisean is good at what she does. And who is that? Roses? I think that was Roses that said it. Yeah, Roses that said it. They do. They typically use people that are absolutely insane because they can get the job done. Chrisean can make herself fit in anywhere, clearly. That's why she's been out running around on the loose for so long, because she's a good snitch. That's the one thing that Chrisean can do is tell on somebody. Adapt to her environment and tell on somebody. That's the only thing Chrisean can do well. It's one of her personalities. I think it's the alter teen or child. Mm, I think it's a teen. Wait, does she have I just started thinking about it for real because it seems like when it comes to her altars, one of them, like, you can tell when she's in the child altar, but it seems like sometimes it's more mature than other times. So is one or maybe I'm thinking too deeply into it, I don't know. Like, one altar is a teen and then one is a child, or they just mesh together? Because it really seems like sometimes it's more mature than the other times. Um, who is that guy? Who? The one on the bottom? You talking about the white guy on the bottom? I know, one is a teen, but I feel like I guess I'll say I feel like it's not just, like, one child altar, I'll say that. Like, I know one is definitely a teenager, but it seems like there's, like, a less mature version of it too, if that makes sense. And it might not be 2 different altars, it might just be one is a teen and they're being extremely, childish on that day. That pacifier, what altar had that? Blue like that one. See, but that's what I'm saying though. I think the pacifier one, it's a child, but it seems like it's less mature than her teenage altar. So I don't know, like, is it supposed to be 2 different altars or is it just one there's one altar that's a child and sometimes they act more mature, which would be the teen, and then or it would be more reminiscent of a teenager, and then other times they act less mature, so it's more reminiscent of like a younger child, if that makes sense. But they're both it's still a child altar though. Um, feel like the teen version is her default, and when she's manic and acting crazy is when she was regressing into a kid. See, that's what I think too, because it seems like that's how Chrisean is on the regular. So, like, a lot of people that say that Chrisean has, like, in arrested development, it seems like that's her main, basically, like, her default, like you said. Um, and she's perpetually in that state of mind for real as being just extremely childish, living in, like, 14, 15-year-old state of mind, and then other times it seems like she's like an actual child for real. Like, she starts doing all that baby talking and calling Blue daddy and stuff like that. When she starts acting like jealous of Journey, it seems like she's more so in, like, that child mindset. Baby, child, teen, actor, male, lady. Okay, so it's 2 different altars. So it's not all one child altar. 'Cause I remember the actor, the the male or the masculine, and then the feminine altar, um, teen actor, male or masculine, and then the feminine one. And then don't she have a altar that's the church lady too? Or that's the she definitely just came out her masculine. She most definitely did. I she was in it for she was in it for a minute, especially when she was, trying to act like she was serious about boxing. She was most definitely in her masculine then. I don't think counseling and therapy will work for Krishan at this point. I think she's too far gone. That's why yesterday I said I feel like Krishan just need to be, like, locked up in a, locked up in a kennel for the majority of the day. She can do her little CI work from, what did I say? 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. She can go out and do her little CI work, and then she should have a curfew. She got to get back in the kennel. And then when it's time for them to revoke her CI status, at that point they just got to decide, are they just going to get rid of her completely, or they going to send her to jail. But in the meantime, between time, she need to be locked up the majority of the day. Um, because I don't think she can what's the word? I don't think she can be rehabilitated. That's the word I'm looking for, rehabilitated. You can tell when she talks. I swear after she touched Journey that day, Journey been out of hand. You know what? I didn't even think about that. That might be part of a Journey's behavior too. She didn't, and Chrisean be trying to do that destiny swapping shit, and she be doing that. Have y'all heard the story about how Chrisean tried to do like a soul swap with Junior? Not her herself, but to my understanding, the story is hold on, allegedly, 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 allegedly. Allegedly, the story is that Chrisean tried to do a soul swap between Junior and Tareen's granddaughter. So y'all know Tareen's granddaughter is healthy and normal or whatever, and Chrisean tried to swap his soul into her body and make Junior a normal child, basically. So I wouldn't be surprised. I never thought about that before. See, this is why I come up here and do lives, because y'all be having some good ideas too. I never thought about that though. I guess we'll have to stay tuned and see. To be honest with you, I think she's schizophrenic because she makes up scenarios and she really believes them. I forgot what all her mental health diagnoses were again, just that fast, and we talked about them last night. I don't remember. I want to say schizophrenic wasn't on there, but it was something close to it. And I forgot exactly what name it is. Roses, was that you that listed her diagnosis out last night? I forgot. 10 p.m. 10 to 2 p.m. Yeah, she could probably get a little something done in 4 hours too. She could get a little something done. Cause I think Blue is her only assignment. And then like I said last night, I feel like, I'm not stating it as fact, but I personally feel like Blue is her last assignment. I think she could get it done from 10 to 2 p.m. Maybe she don't need that whole 7 to 8 hours. She definitely don't need to be running around though. No, that bitch need to be locked up and thrown away the keys. Rashawn do need to be put up underneath the jail. Once they revoke her informant status, just go ahead and put her up underneath the jail forever. Ain't nobody gonna miss her. Junior ain't even gonna know she's gone. All Junior, isn't that sad? Like Junior don't know anything that's going on around him for real. But if Chrisean was to be locked up tomorrow, all Junior would know was that he ain't getting hands and feet put on him every day anymore. He ain't gonna be off in the closet by himself no more. That's sad. Rashawn be doing Junior so bad. She's been hinting. Yeah, because the wig, she's in her feminine altar with the wig. I know that. And then this this makeup line that she keeps talking about, I feel like that's code for something. Cause who the fuck is working with Krishan on a makeup line? She might be doing work on Journey. And yes, I believe she's stealing his energy too. That's why he looks so weak. Yeah, Krishan got something going on with black magic as it concerns them. She definitely does. I don't think that's a question at all. I promise you I thought that the moment she touched her. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that Krishan touched Journey. And I also didn't like the fact we seen, like, if y'all remember, we seen Carlissa smack Krishan's hand away or whatever. But I didn't like how Blueface was in the back talking about Carlissa. Like he was offended that his mom slapped Krishan's hand away from touching Journey. I think there's a lot going on. I don't like how Journey is always riled up and there's a camera in her face now and she's just bad as hell and always unhappy. I don't there's some shit going on. Um Krishan is the Krishan definitely has an incarcerated sense of mentality or she stopped mentally growing at, I believe, when she was about 17 and it definitely shows. Supposedly, and I don't remember what the age was, but supposedly she seen something when she was a kid that made her pretty much snap basically. And I don't remember what age it was. I don't know specifically what it was that she seen that was so bad, but supposedly that's what happened. Was that something happened that she just couldn't process, and that's what made her go crazy when she was a kid. But I think it was younger than 17 though, because they said Krishan has been on bullshit since she was like 6 years old. Like she's just been weird and demonic and doing all kinds of crazy shit since she was 6 years old. So I maybe it happened before she was 6, I don't know. But she's Krishan has lived a crazy ass life. That's another reason why she looks older than what she is she's just been doing the most her whole life. Um, there's no way of improving her condition. She's criminally insane. She's psychotic. She should probably be taking psych meds. And that too, I don't know. When Krishan first got out of jail, that was one of her conditions is that she had to take psych meds. And I don't know if she's still taking them. I feel like she's not. But then at the same time, Krishan is also a junkie. So I don't know how much her psych meds could be doing for her when she's also popping pills and snorting coke and all that shit. I don't know. And I don't know if anybody's really checking to see if she's truly taking her meds anymore. She's definitely a demon, that's for sure. Most definitely. They say when you become an addict, the age you start, you're stuck at that age. And I don't know. And see, and that's the thing. Krishan has been doing drugs and shit like that for so long. I don't even know what age she started at. Because I know when she was in high school, she was already selling cooch and whatnot. I would assume that if she's selling pussy while she's in high school, that she was also doing drugs during that time too. And the way she just freely does them now, always walking around, tweaking her nose and rubbing her nose and stuff like that. Krishan be snorting all day. You can tell. That's not a new habit at all. I'm honestly surprised Krishan hasn't overdosed yet. The amount of drugs she be doing, I'm surprised she hasn't overdosed yet. Um, I'll be back. I'm about to check and see what she got going on. Yeah, let us know. We don't be too deep off in her streams. Charlotte should have kept Angel and Facts. I wonder though if Angel would have been like any better. And then I don't know how Krishan would have been too, because it seems like a lot of the shit that Krishan I don't know, because it seems like a lot of the shit that Krishan gets into, her family is also involved in it and they co-sign on shit for her. Uh Not they should have kept Angel. Tareen says she's a reader. I don't put Yeah, all of them do black magic. They were talking about how McChina be She used to be around there nailing men's shoes to the floor under the bed so they wouldn't leave her and all kinds of shit. All of them dibble and dabble in black magic. Can't none of them keep a man. They be using black magic for that. They be using black magic to try to improve their raggedy ass situations and it don't work. All kinds of shit. Maybe that's why Pink Face is the way she is. It might be. We just unlocked a new theory. Um, we don't we gonna keep following it though, just to see. Um, most demons claim y'all ready for them to be doing that. That's true too. That's true too. At that time when Krishan was around my daughter, she even changed her Instagram to Blueface. Angel Carlissa changed hers to Carlissa Angelic. They both jealous of my daughter, Angelita Santina Porter. Hold on, chat. Um, Real Vatiana, I'm sorry, y'all. I was reading her comments, but I've seen you around before in other chats. Um, I don't. I'm trying not to be rude because I don't have no issue with you or nothing like that, of course. But the reason Krishan never had a pacifier before was because she was sent to Blueface as a federal informant. And one of the reasons she was able to get in with him is because the government already knew that his preference was underage children, and that's why Krishan was running around with that pacifier. Um, so this whole thing about she never had a pacifier before Blue Girls Club, that's why. We kind of know that already. But I don't know what like your like I said, I've seen you around before, like claiming that Blueface is the father of your kids and stuff like that. I do remember that. But yeah, that's true nature. It'll always backfire. And that's why the Malones are living the life they live now, because it will always backfire. Um was her name? Real Tatiana, if you're still in here, I just timed you out. Like I said, I'm not trying to be rude, but um at this point you're being distracting to my chat. And I don't, like I said, I've seen you around in the YouTube streets before in different chats and stuff like that with making the same claims that you're making. Um I've been around for a long time, and I'll say that the claims that you make, none of them have ever been like substantiated at all. And I feel like I've seen you on in quite a few different chats, and I'm gonna just leave it right there. I timed you out because you're in my chat being distracting. I'm sorry, but you are. So I timed you out. We just gonna leave it there. Yeah, I already know what the explanation is behind why Chrisean started sucking on a pacifier when she went to Blue Girls Club. That's been something that's been publicly known for an extremely long time. A lot of people know that story. So I just we're not gonna go too far in my chat with the extras. So I timed you out. It's no hard feelings or nothing like that, but I'm not on that I'm not in the mood to deal with it right now. I'm not. Um, and like I said, I already know the answer as to why Chrisean just started doing when she went to Blueface, she started using a pacifier. I already know the answer to that. So we're just gonna leave it there. If somebody give me an email to where I can send the picture of her cousin and Junior side by side. I have a in my bio, if you I think you have to click on the email link or something like that, but my email is in my bio. Um Ronnie is the dad, right? No, Ronnie's not the dad. Ronnie and Chrisean were playing. Hold on, let me put it up here. Mm. For anybody that's in the back and they haven't seen this video yet, because there's still people all in the comments asking about Ronnie being the father and stuff like that. This video that has this thumbnail on it, I break down all Ronnie's lies and basically show y'all everything as to how Ronnie and Chrisean were working together on that whole I'm the father thing. There's really not anything from behind the scenes in this. This video specifically, I just wanted to do it in a way where y'all could see stuff that was already on the internet. It's not like random people from behind the scenes or anything coming out and talking about it. It's literally just all stuff that was already on the internet or stuff that like people could have went and researched themselves instead of believing Ronnie. Um, because Ronnie was lying basically with that whole thing, and Chrisean was right along with him for it. For Chrisean, it was a storyline. For Ronnie, it was a money grab. That's it. If y'all want to watch the video, though, that's the thumbnail for the video. I forgot what the actual title was. Um, is somebody? Oh, I already read that one. Sean Malone is not the dad. He's a sugar daddy. Could he be Junior's dad? He's not Junior's dad. Y'all, Blueface is Junior's dad. I know it's hard for some people to believe, and some people just don't want to believe it. And a lot of people think Chrisean is just, in all honesty, Chrisean set herself up for that shit because she's the one that keeps on playing games with it. She has a real DNA test and not that Zeus test. I'm not talking about the Zeus test. She has a real DNA test. She could post the results. She just chooses not to. That real DNA test, though, it has been shown to Ronnie's family. So that's why Ronnie's family comes out and they say, hey, please stop with this narrative. Ronnie was not Junior's dad. He doesn't look like Junior, all that shit, because they've seen the DNA test. So Chrisean's family has shown Ronnie's family that DNA test. So they already know that Ronnie isn't the father. That's why they keep saying it. So at this point, it's only people on the internet that's saying that Ronnie is the father still, but he's not. Who is that girl? So a few years ago, she started coming out and basically she kind of just pops up out of nowhere sometimes. And I don't know who it is. And honestly, it might be Chrisean. I don't know. Because I don't think that like to my if I just sit here and think like off the top of my head, I've never seen what this girl actually looks like or anything. And it might not be Chrisean, I don't know. But um every once in a while she'll come out and she'll start talking about how Blueface is the father of her kids. Um and it'll be a bunch of stuff. But that's what she always talks about. Blueface is the father of her kids. Her and Blueface used to talk in the past, and then she'll start talking about the whole pacifier thing. Like I said, the reason why Krishan started using a pacifier and shit like that is because people they already knew what Blueface's preference was. Because Krishan was not the first CI that got sent to Blueface. Um, so they already knew what Blueface's preference was. So when they sent Krishan in, I want to say she was the second one that got sent to him. When they sent Krishan in, they already knew how to get him basically. And that's how Krishan was able to get in so easily. It's because she knew what to play on. So that's where the pacifier came from. But yeah, and you know what? As much shit as goes on in the circus, I'm gonna be completely honest right now. There possibly might be some truth to what she's saying. But out of everybody that I've ever came into contact with that actually does know the truth about this whole situation, this girl has never came up in any type of conversation. The story that she's telling has never came up in any type of conversation, anything like that. It just hasn't. Um, so that's why I just timed her out. Like I'm not completely writing it off, but at the same time, it gets to a point basically. Um, but yeah, that's who that girl is. Um, yeah, like I said, it might be Krishan because to my knowledge, I don't remember actually ever seeing a picture of that girl for real. So it might be her. It might be. I'm not saying it most definitely is, but I don't know. Yeah, she says that's the father of her kids. I don't remember if she has 2 or 3 kids. I think it's 2, but she says that that's the father of her kids. So, um, if I want to say she said something one time too about um Blueface had custody of the kids and then he started trafficking them or something like that. It goes all over the place. That's why I said I just timed her out because once you start talking to her, she just starts saying more and more stuff that either doesn't make sense, none of it has been substantiated, none of it from people behind the scenes have ever mentioned her or this story or anything else. Absolutely nobody knows what she's talking about. So it might be like y'all know how Chris Brown has that stalker that just always be turning up or whatever. Blueface might have one of those, or like I said, it might be Krishan. But I'm just not gonna deal with it in my chat. Um, but y'all know how I told y'all, like in this circus space, there's all kind of weird shit that goes on. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's literally the type of stuff I'm talking about. Um, the real DNA test Charlotte knows about, Tessa knows about, and Jaden and Carlissa know about. The only reason why they were continuing to say it was Blues is because they signed a NDA. I don't know where you're getting that information from, but Blueface is most definitely the dad. Nobody signed no NDA about nothing. They got the DNA test. I already went over all this on my channel before. The DNA test was done like 3 days after Junior was born when Blueface went to Baltimore and shot that baby mama drama video. That's why Blueface was laid up in the bed with Junior, because at that point they all had already got the confirmation that um Blueface was the father. Like, it's not, I don't know, and I've talked about this before too, but I don't know why y'all so badly like want to believe that Blueface is not the father of Junior. Because I've already told y'all the only reason why Blueface doesn't claim Junior is because he's special needs. That's it. And he doesn't want to be he doesn't want to take care of a special needs child. That's the only reason he doesn't claim him. It don't even have nothing to do with the fact that Junior's mom is Chrisean. It's literally just because Blueface don't want to deal with the special needs child. Ronnie is not the father. Nobody else is the father except for Blueface. I know y'all want to go off of looks so bad. Looks don't have nothing to do with it. Junior has FAS. He has all kinds of brain damage. He has all kinds of disabilities and delays. Junior looks like nobody except for Chrisean sometimes in his diagnosis, and that's it. We can't go off looks or anything else. Also, because y'all really don't know what Junior looks like for real, obviously. Y'all be taking picture AI extremely filtered pics of Junior and be putting him up next to Ronnie and saying that Ronnie is his dad. And that's not even what Junior looks like for real. You know, I'm not going to get into the whole DNA thing today. I'm really not, because we've been down that road so many times on this chat, and like, I've already broken down the whole story multiple times. There's nothing hard to, and once again, if Ronnie was Junior's dad, I would just say that. Like, I would literally just say Ronnie is his dad. But if it's already been proven that Blueface is the father, and the people that are actually connected to this, everybody's saying that Blueface is the dad, and the DNA test, the real DNA test that was done, it's already been proven that Blueface is the father, then that just is what it is. Chrisean's still playing games on the internet. Blueface still playing games on the internet. Just like Blueface came out and told y'all that he lied, and that it was all, the only reason he was claiming Junior was basically for a storyline. It looked better. And now he's, shout out. Do I have this video up? Hold on.
We just hanging out like we normally do. Follow me, chat. Hey, scary ass.
No, it's another one. Hold on. This one. How many fucking videos? Hold on, y'all. Sorry.
$10. Why Chrisean acts like she holy and she actually looking for you in clubs. She's still obsessed.
I don't know, chat. Chrisean is holy. Shout out to her. Shout out to Junior. Keep them in y'all prayers, chat. Shout out to D Torres 95 for the sub. I don't know, chat.
So y'all see, like, Blueface is still playing around too, talking about shout out Chrisean and Chrisean Jr., Chrisean pulling up on Blueface at the club, everything else, but y'all want so badly to believe that Blueface has like no connection to Chrisean whatsoever. Because that's part of the reason, besides the fact that they're now involved in a case together, that's the connection that they have, is that they share a child together. It just is what it is. I don't like. Truman Show, like I said, I don't know where you're getting your information from, and it sounds like Reddit, but anybody that's connected to like what's going on behind the scenes and all the receipts and confirmations that they've shown, what you're saying is not aligning with it at all. Um, and like I'm not trying to be rude to you or nothing like that, but Blueface is Junior's father. Y'all got to remember that not everything is shown on the internet and that there actually is people that are connected to this stuff from behind the scenes. Cause like I talked about before, like y'all, a lot of people they just get on Reddit and they start saying shit and then people just run with it. And all y'all are doing when y'all do that is taking away from the truth. Like I told a content creator yesterday that Sean Malone is not Chrisean's dad, and they're still on Twitter today talking about tagging Sean Malone and calling him Chrisean's dad. That's not her father. And once again, when y'all do stuff like that, all y'all are doing is taking away from the truth. Like I said last night, the truth behind who Sean Malone is to Chrisean is way more interesting, way more scandalous, way deeper, way darker than her being his dad, her being his daughter. Like y'all want to be right about stuff so bad and you're just pushing false narratives and it's not true. It's just not true. And like I've said several times before, if it was true that Blueface was not Junior's dad, I would just say that. I'm not a fan of none of these people. I don't, to be honest, to be completely honest with you, I really don't care about who Junior's dad is. At this point, it don't even fucking matter. Who his dad is would not change his situation at all. Even if Ronnie was the father, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Nobody can go dig Ronnie up and have him like revive him and have him be a father to Junior. But if he was Junior's father, we would just say that. Y'all got to remember, not everything is posted on the internet, and there are people that are actually connected to this shit in real life. And they're coming out on the internet and they're telling y'all the truth about things, but y'all are just saying that they're lying. Because y'all would rather go with the more popular narratives. And for some reason, y'all feel it's almost like y'all take it personally. The thought that Blueface is Junior's dad, it's like y'all take it personally, like y'all have to deal with it or something. Facts are facts. If that's his dad, that's his dad. It just is what it is. Nobody can do anything about it. It's really nobody's business but theirs, but it just got bought to the internet. What's the other narrative y'all keep going with that's just taken away from the truth? The fact how Ronnie died, the reason Ronnie died. I don't think anybody is negating the fact that Chrisean was involved in it. We're all on the same page there, but y'all keep on saying that he died over a DNA test when he absolutely did not. Once again, nobody cares about Junior, so why would anybody be killed over a DNA test? Ronnie was killed because he was playing around with Chrisean for too long and then decided he was going to go tell on Chrisean and multiple people, because it was not just Chrisean. We already went over this several times. Multiple people were involved in Ronnie's murder from Chrisean's side and Blue's side. It wasn't just Chrisean. But y'all take away from people learning that truth because y'all keep on pushing this narrative about a DNA test. He didn't die over a DNA test. Junior is not his son. He knew Junior wasn't his son already. Ronnie's family knows Junior is not their family. Chrisean's family know Junior is not Ronnie's family. Everybody in Baltimore knows how and why Ronnie died because the people that killed him are freely talking about it in Baltimore. All this shit has already been exposed. Y'all just don't want to listen to it. Let me move on from that subject though. Once again, all this stuff is on my page. Y'all can literally just go read it. I'm about to just time you out because there is no NDA. There is no NDA. I don't know where y'all are getting this shit from, but there's no NDA. Y'all literally just make shit up or you get it from Reddit. There's no NDA. There's no big conspiracy theory behind who the daddy is or anything else. All these people are just playing on the internet. There's no NDAs, there's no PFAs, there's no anything. Y'all are literally just coming up with new narratives to try to overcomplicate what's actually going on instead of just listening to the truth when people that actually have the truth come out and tell it. And I'm not even claiming to be one of those people. I just follow the truth and I come over here and I let y'all know on my channel. But there's no NDA or anything else associated with these people. They're all just playing on the internet. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and time you out because you're being distracting to my chat too. And you don't, it's no real information being shared. I'm gonna time you out too. Sean Malone is not helping him. That's already been confirmed. I want y'all to stop coming in my chat with the Reddit shit. I do. Like, if I've already spoken on some shit, I've already broken it down on my channel somewhere. There's probably a video somewhere where I've broken it down with receipts and everything else as to why certain things are no longer going on and certain things just aren't happening. And y'all keep coming into my chat saying the same shit over and over again. That's what's frustrating is the whole point of my channel, number one, was to take y'all back down memory lane on some stuff, bring up certain situations that people forgot about or didn't know about. And then if I've become aware of the truth behind a certain situation, and I've also done my own like fact checking on it, then I talk about it on my channel. And if it's stuff that hasn't been verified or anything like that, I always make sure that I say, this isn't fact, this is just my opinion, anything like that. But if it's already been something that's been proven to be false or proven to be true, and y'all still come in my comments pushing false narratives, it starts to get to a point. Sean Malone is not still helping Chrisean. There's nothing hard to believe about that. The reason Chrisean is still getting away with the shit she does is because she's a federal informant. It doesn't have shit to do with Sean Malone. It's because she's a federal informant. If y'all honestly think that Chrisean has more power through Sean Malone than she does with being a federal informant, something is wrong. It don't have nothing to do with Sean Malone. Chrisean is getting away with shit because she's a federal informant. And I think a lot of y'all don't even know what comes with being a federal informant, the type of protections it offers or anything else like that, because it's like y'all will get online and y'all will acknowledge that she's a federal informant, right? Y'all love saying it, but then you'll do stuff like, oh, call the police on Chrisean, call CPS on Chrisean. Okay, y'all been calling CPS and the police on Chrisean for years now. And Junior's still in her custody, so what should that tell y'all? Like I just told y'all about how I told that content creator on X that Sean Malone isn't Chrisean's dad, but they're still posting shit saying that's her dad, but then they're also still posting shit saying call the police on Chrisean. In the exact same paragraph where they mention that she's a federal informant. You don't think the federal government knows about her warrants and the shit that her alleged warrants and the shit that she does? When they go with her everywhere, Chrisean literally cannot sneeze or fart without the federal government knowing about it. Why do y'all think y'all keep calling the police on her? There is somebody that came out from, what was it, United Airlines, told her confirmation number, the flight she was on, what seat she was sitting in, the fact Junior had his own seat, all that. They talking about they calling the police to have them meet Chrisean at the airport. Y'all see how Chrisean is still out freely walking around though, right? What's not clicking? And I'm not saying none of this in defense of Chrisean. Facts are facts over here. That's all I want y'all to do is think. That federal informant status is what's making her get away with everything. It don't have shit to do with Sean Malone. And I don't think a lot of y'all think that Sean Malone was the one that was making every single thing move for her, and he wasn't. Sean Malone had very few things that he was helping her with for real. Unfortunately, they were bigger things, right? But that informant status is what's been getting her out of shit for so long. It's never been Sean Malone that's been getting her out of every single thing. Because Sean Malone really don't have no pull nowhere except for Baltimore anyway. So how y'all think she was getting away with shit in LA? Like, we really gotta be serious for real. Let me read a few more of y'all comments and then we're probably gonna get off of here. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little irritated now. Like, y'all, a lot of y'all really do not want the truth at all. Y'all just want to keep pushing false narratives, and then y'all bring it over here when I'm just trying to, have a little key with my chat and we learning about new things, we bouncing ideas off of each other, stuff like that. And y'all come in here talking about like trying to reheat some old nachos, basically. Y'all keep coming in here with these narratives that I've already debunked and I've already told y'all that's not true. And y'all just want to hold on to them so y'all can be right about something. And all y'all are doing when y'all hold on to these bullshit narratives and keep pushing them out is suppressing the truth. That's exactly why so many people that could expose Chrisean, they don't expose Chrisean because y'all don't believe shit when it's the truth. Y'all would rather just sit back and believe bullshit narratives that a random person that has no connection to these people whatsoever made up. But then people that do actually have a connection to these people, when they come out and they try to tell you something as an unbiased party, you say that they're lying. Y'all say that they're AI. Like, for instance, perfect example, Taz and Peter. Y'all don't believe shit Taz and Peter be saying when they get on the internet and start talking because they're not Chrisean or Blueface, or they're not Ronnie. Y'all believed everything Ronnie said. Y'all believe everything that man said. And I did a whole video breaking down how he was a fucking liar. And all y'all had to do was do the research on it. Because all the information is right there on the internet available to you. Y'all didn't even do the research on anything Ronnie said. Y'all just took it and ran with it. And all of it was a bunch of lies. But then when people like Taz and Peter come out that are unbiased with these people, they're not trying to be friends with these people. They're not friends with, like, none of that. They just focused on telling the truth. Y'all say that they're lying. And you want to question who they are and the validity of their information. But Ronnie, who the love of his life was literally Chrisean Rock. Ronnie, the one who Chrisean put a gun to his mama's head and he still forgave her. Ronnie, the one that took a murder charge for her knowing damn well he didn't do it. That Ronnie, y'all believed every single thing he said and never once did it pop into y'all mind, is he being for real? Come on, like... Oh, your tax money is definitely paying for it, Natty Red. We supporting the circus a little bit, whether we want to do it or not. I side eye all these crisis acting bums. It's interesting to me how everyone didn't talk about Chrisean getting into it with people at the gun violence event and shooting. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's chaos and everything everywhere she goes, but a lot of people don't really like to call it out for real. Because even when she had that whole scuffle in Compton or whatever with the Crips, there was a few people that came out and talked about how bad her attitude was out there, but supposedly she was being a bitch to everybody all night. But the fight and everything else overshadowed all of it, but still not that many people came out and talked about it. It's just being disrespectful to sit and argue with your facts and beliefs on your channel. And that's what I'm saying. If you don't agree with what I'm putting out, you can literally just exit the chat. When I be over on other content creators' pages, if they start talking about things, especially within the circus, if it's stuff that's being talked about and it's already been debunked and I'm just not interested in hearing it, I don't agree with it, I will literally leave their chat. I'll exit out of the video. I might go out and come back in at a later point. If I'm on the replay, I'll fast forward through that part of it. But I'm not gonna sit up and argue with somebody else about what they're putting out on their channel. Unless I know, like I told y'all about the tarot reader where I told her that that name was wrong. But that's facts though. It's not even like an opinion-based thing. The person that you're actually referring to, their name has never been released. So you're using the wrong person's name. If I come and tell you that, that's one thing. But to just be taking conspiracy theories and still trying to push them out on somebody's channel, I don't agree with that. I don't do that to anybody else, and I don't appreciate anybody coming in my chat and doing it here. Especially when I've just said earlier in the video, hey, this isn't the case, and you're still sitting in my chat telling me that it is. When I've already shown in another video with receipts and everything else that it's not the case. If you're late to the party, cool. I have no problem like explaining things and things like that, but to just willfully be arguing with me, we're talking about NDAs and shit that nobody at all has ever mentioned ever because they don't exist. We're literally just making shit up and then trying to push it out on other people's channel. I don't agree with that, and I don't appreciate it. Yeah, Chrisean put a gun to Ronnie's mama's head, and all Ronnie did was beat Chrisean up. They said Chrisean didn't even give a damn about the fact that she was getting beat up. She just sat there and she was basically enjoying getting beat up because that's how sick she is. They said Chrisean was talking about hit me harder, all kinds of shit. She didn't care about getting her ass whooped after that, and Ronnie stayed with her anyway. I stepped out for a few minutes and missed the roaches. We're not even gonna give them no more attention. We're not gonna give them no more attention. I probably just took about 20 minutes talking to the roaches. We're not even gonna give them any more attention. Who is Taz? Taz is Mr. V's daughter. So Chrisean's second victim. Taz is his daughter. Cancer, please, why is people just watching his baby's health destroyed? This is so sad. There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Like I said, I don't think, and it's a hard pill to swallow, and it sounds harsh, but I don't think anybody really cares about Junior. And so we gotta watch it, unfortunately. I think I think them two are gay, so I doubt they try anything. Most people don't know why they should believe your word and take it as fact. And that's the thing too, is I'm never really asking anybody to believe me for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been following this stuff long enough. I've had some information come directly to me. I've gotten information from other people, stuff like that. If it's not my information, I make sure I say that it's not my information. I try to put the pieces of puzzles together for people, because just because I say something, that doesn't mean that y'all shouldn't also go back and be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together yourself. That's why I don't have a problem like breaking stuff down for y'all too, so I'm never really asking anybody to believe me, but it's like a lot of people say that they want the truth, they want justice for people, stuff like that, right? But when you're believing narratives that don't even make sense, and then you're going out of your way to just add different pieces into it that have literally never been verified by anybody, it's just you sitting, on Reddit bouncing ideas off of other people. That's why over here, like y'all come in the chat and y'all say some stuff that I've never thought of before, and I'll be like, that might be true, but we're not going to present it as fact. It's just an idea that we have. But a lot of people, they take ideas that they have based off of nothing. Like the whole Sean Malone being Chrisean's dad thing. Oh, well, he's white and Chrisean's light skinned, so that must be her dad. Both they have the same last name, but that must be her dad. I seen somebody the other day. I want to say it was on Instagram. It might have been on X though. Somebody said, how is it that Sean Malone, they were like, how did you, They tagged Sean Malone. This was on X, actually, now that I think about it. They tagged Sean Malone and they were like, how did you go from being a truck driver to being a politician? So in your mind, if you're saying that, you know that that shit does not make sense. It does not make sense at all how it was that somebody went from being a truck driver to being a politician. That's not a common pipeline. It's not. So in your mind, that shit doesn't make sense, but you wanted to believe Ronnie so bad that you just left it for what it was when Ronnie was straight up lying. And once again, for anybody that's still watching and they didn't see it, this video, I broke down, went and got the receipts and everything that are already on the internet showing that Sean Malone was never a truck driver. He was literally never a truck driver. Sean Malone's whole career has been spent in politics. Straight from law school to politics. At the time Taseki was conceived, that man was in law school. He was not a truck driver. At the time Chrisean was conceived, that man was working for the mayor and already in a political office. He was not a truck driver. I broke that down on my channel already, and there's still people in the comments saying, oh, well, Ronnie, there was a comment earlier that I read. Somebody said, oh, well, Ronnie was connected to this and he knew everything better than we did, so why should we believe you? Because he was a fucking liar, and I already broke it down on my channel. God rest his soul, but Ronnie did a lot of lying before he left here, just to appease Chrisean and get her a storyline going. Just like Blueface said on the internet and said that he was only claiming Junior for a storyline. These niggas do shit for Chrisean. They lie for Chrisean just for a storyline. That's how sick all of them are. Ronnie was no exception to that. He did it too. I've already proven it. It's been confirmed from behind the scenes already. When Ronnie was doing all this shit, I was asking questions. This doesn't make sense. That's how we got here. Never mind. We'll leave it there. Why did he even go to the proms? They didn't even go to their proms with females. What was the real reason Ronnie though got X'd out? I've been listening but haven't heard the real story yet. I want to say I talked about it on this video too that I have on the screen. But basically, Ronnie got X'd out because he threatened to go tell the feds that it was Chrisean that unalived Mr. V, even though they already knew. They already knew that. But Ronnie felt played because Chrisean was about to play in his face too, even though he was on the internet helping her with her storyline. Chrisean had a plan for Ronnie too. And when Ronnie found out about it, he got mad and basically he told people that he was going to go tell on Chrisean, which meant that she would have went to prison. And to prevent that from happening, several people linked up. Several people, it wasn't just Chrisean, several people linked up and made sure Ronnie was taken out. That's why Ronnie died, is because he threatened Chrisean's freedom. It had nothing to do with the DNA test. For anybody else in the back that's listening and they want to keep talking about a DNA test narrative, Ronnie died because he was about to go tell on Chrisean, not because there was this DNA test that was pending. That didn't have nothing to do with it. Dion is an old trick and a straight goofy. Facts. Thanks for eating info. Keep doing what you do. We appreciate you. I appreciate y'all too. The ones that do appreciate what I'm doing up here, and y'all have gotten what I'm doing up here. Basically, I appreciate y'all. It's just, and I know that I really got to get a bit better about like ignoring people that aren't adding any value to the conversation in my chat, because I didn't even plan on addressing anybody today. But when I keep on seeing like the same bullshit narratives being pushed out for no reason, it's like it gets to a point, you know? You know what China's part is? China's part was basically, you know how like sometimes people say you talk people off of a ledge? China's part was her talking Ronnie onto a ledge pretty much. Like China essentially put a essentially put a battery in Ronnie's back to for him to keep pushing um the fact that he was gonna go tell on Krishan basically. I'll say that. That was her part. She didn't she didn't necessarily like set Ronnie up, or she wasn't there or anything like that, but that was her part, was her putting a battery in Ronnie's back and her basically talking him onto the ledge was basically her part. You love it here. I appreciate y'all, I do. The people that are actually here for the right reasons. I appreciate y'all. I don't understand how Krishan gets away with everything. Now she wants to call police on Blue and she's stalking him. She kept justice for Ronnie though, Geronimo. And oh shit, sorry. That last name that you mentioned, that's not Krishan's victim. That's what I was talking about though. I don't know if you were in the live then, but when I was talking about the content creator that was using the wrong name for one of Krishan's victims, that name is the wrong name. Krishan's first victim, their name hasn't been released yet. Um, yeah, I like the video, y'all. If Trump can be president, anybody can be a politician. I mean, that's true too, because Sean Malone is extremely crooked. But that's what I'm saying too, is that the more people push out this narrative about Krishan being his daughter, y'all don't even get to like learn the story of who Sean Malone really is, or what Krishan was doing with him or anything like that. That shit is interesting. That's a whole rabbit hole all on its own. But that's her dad, according to y'all, you know. Yeah, her name isn't May. I appreciate you, and I'm very proud to be a woman of color when a woman like you, Whoopty, is representing us. Krishan is an embarrassment to all women, so I just want to say thank you. Aw, thanks, y'all. And like I said before, that's part of the reason I do this too, is I don't like how the circus is like representing the black community. Because I think when you look at a lot of people like in today's times, the big 2026, a lot of people look at black people the way like MAGA supporters look at black people, with all like the generalized racist comments and stuff like that. And shit like this that Blueface and his crew put out on the internet, that's a big reason why. But most of us do not live like this at all. So I don't like that they portray this to be our reality. Seems you have to be incredibly crooked to be a politician. I can't name with one with no dirt. Yeah, that's true too. Cause Sean Malone, he's not necessarily like an anomaly. Like he's just and and maybe that's part of the reason why I don't speak on Sean Malone more than what I do, is because he's a politician at the end of the day. Like it's not surprising that he plays dirty at all. It's not. The more surprising part to me is that Krishan was linked up with him in the dirty side of what he was doing and what she was doing with him when she was that young. That's the part that was surprising to me. Um, and maybe one day people will accept the fact that Sean Malone is not her dad, and people will be willing to listen to the truth of who he is and what they were doing together for all these years and stuff like that. Because even like when we say that Sean Malone is her sugar daddy, right? That's it's basically just summarizing it, because it was never just like all Krishan does is have sex with that man and then he pays for stuff for her. That is not even like the tip of the iceberg. Um maybe one day we'll get to it. Maybe one day. But people really got to start accepting the fact that that's not her father before we ever go down any type of rabbit hole with it. They all need to be canceled. They do, but no, I don't think any of them are going to get canceled. They're just going to be allowed to keep doing what they do until it's too late and more people die, basically, because that's all that's going to happen. Zeus Network, the circus, all that just embarrassing and evil and bad for the black community. Yeah, especially Zeus Network. Like in my house, we call Zeus Network exploitation station. So anything that I know about baddies or anything like that, it's like clips that I've seen on social media. Just like I don't watch these people's streams, I don't watch Zeus Network either. Like it really gets to a point. And along with like what we talked about earlier with how people will claim that you're jealous of people on the internet. So many people, when Chrisean went back to baddies, so many people were in the comments talking about, oh, you're just jealous because she's on baddies. No part of me would ever want to be on baddies. Not a single part of me. And most women that I know in my personal life, they would never want to be on baddies. You know what I'm saying? Like some of us, we can actually use our minds to make money and we develop different skills and stuff like that. You don't even have to go to college. You could just have certain skills and be making good money off of it. And there's no reason why we would ever need to go to baddies. The girls that go to baddies, they want fast money. They don't have anything else within themselves that they can really make money off of. Even a couple of them, they've showcased that they can sing and act or whatever, but clearly it's not bringing in enough money because they always end up back on baddies for a few $1,000s. I don't have to live life like that. I'm very happy about that too, you know? Let me read a few more y'all comments and then I'm gonna get up off of here. I am tired. Alexa said Chrisean probably be kissing Blue with Sean Malone's load on her tongue. I remember that. And then I don't know if y'all remember it. There might be some people in the chat that remember it. There was a video that came out. It might have been last year or 2024 or something like that. But it's Sean Malone, PD, and somebody else that's associated with Chrisean. They were all at some type of gathering. And somebody was talking about how Chrisean had fucked every single person that was shown in the video. Meaning Sean Malone, Petey, her little brother, and then it was somebody else. I don't even remember exactly who it was, but there was somebody else that was associated with Chrisean in the video. And they were saying that Chrisean had slept with everybody in the video. Little whore. Just be getting around, giving it up to everybody. All they want is to distract and disrupt. They don't want to have normal chats. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why after a certain point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get them up out of here because they don't want to add to the conversation at all. They just want to keep pushing these narratives. Somebody tell them that they're wrong because they are, and not a single thing that they're saying has ever been even a topic of conversation. That's how I know it's false. Because out of everything that I've come to learn about what goes on behind the scenes, literally no NDA has ever been mentioned with these people. Not a single NDA has ever been mentioned with these people. And part of that reason is there are none. You think Blueface and Chrisean, Carlissa, all them, you think they're having people sign NDAs? When their whole goal in life is just to go viral on the internet, they don't care about people talking about this shit. Especially not when it comes to Junior's paternity. That's the hottest topic. That's the hottest topic in the circus is Junior's paternity. Why would they have people signing NDAs about it? People have been, every single person, every single grown adult in the circus has played with Junior's paternity at some point. Carlissa, Papa Blue, Blueface, Ronnie, Chrisean, everybody has played with Junior's paternity at this point. So who's signing NDAs about it when they're always talking about his paternity? That's what I mean when people just they just push false narratives that don't even make sense. If they really think about some stuff for a second, it don't even make sense. Um, she said she is her godfather when she gave. Yeah, it's not her godfather though. That's her title for him. Is her godfather, because she don't want people to know what actually was going on between her and Sean Malone. But yeah, that's not her godfather. It's not her father or her godfather. She just didn't want people to know what was going on with them, for real. Yeah, I don't think anybody should be watching Zeus Network, honestly. Zeus If Zeus got canceled tomorrow, I would probably cheer. Because I really hate the fact that Zeus Network is a thing and you have these young girls that are watching it, and I've seen so many like younger girls, whether it be on the internet or like my oldest is old enough to the point now, he's kind of going into like his girl crazy stage, right? And he don't really talk to me about the girls, but he'll talk to my husband about him. And me and my husband will have our own chats about it. And some of the stuff that he tells my husband about these girls at school, you can like it's just baddie coded. You can tell they just pick this shit up from baddies, and then they have moms that like baddies and they like to watch baddies, and that's where they're getting the shit from. And I hate it. I really do. I really wish Zeus Network wasn't even a thing. Um, my children's father has the most ignored and hard childhood, being born into a Canadian liberal political world leader. He loved, I told Pierre and Justin they were not good people. Yeah. I I don't think I would ever want to, like, in my family, I don't think I'd ever want to be related to a politician or have like any type of real ties to a politician. I just wouldn't want to do it. Because once you kind of start having some knowledge of how politics work and how dirty they can get, the majority of people in politics are absolutely not good people at all. Yeah, I wouldn't have any I wouldn't want to have any connection to it. People are not all good that are known by the world. Mhm. I don't appreciate how they use children for their scripts. Yeah, that's my whole thing. If it was just honestly, if there were no kids involved in this, right? Like say Jaden, Carlissa, and Blueface, they all had enough sense to keep Journey and Javon out of the circus too, right? And Junior wasn't in the circus. Superior wasn't in the circus, I probably wouldn't even care about this shit, honestly. I'd probably still follow it like behind the scenes just to see how it ends and what Krishan's karma is for all the shit that she's done. How Blueface turns up, all that shit. Like I'd still follow it, right? But I wouldn't be really speaking against it publicly, probably. But the fact that there's so many kids involved in this, and then there's kids in the audience watching it, that to me, that's what makes it a problem. And a lot of people don't get that. They like to stay stuck on the whole, oh, you're just hating on Krishan, you're just hating on Jaden, you're just hating on Blueface, blah, blah, blah. No, there's kids involved in this. There's kids involved on the inside and there's kids watching on the outside. And none of this shit is good for them. Or did I sit up and watch Blue Girls Club, because the day that I first seen it was when Rock said that she was his number one Tatiana. That's what kept me connected to it, if I'm being honest. It's like I said before, I knew something was wrong with Krishan, and I wanted to know what it was. I wanted to know why she was there. I wanted to know more about her personalities very clearly flipping. I wanted to know why she was able to put on this show like she was some good, innocent, wholesome girl in her audition tape. But when it came to the show, she just morphed into this completely different person. She's violent as hell, inarticulate, she's being a bully for no reason. All I wanted to know what her issue was. Um, s and of course I know now, but still, sometimes it's still too much. They don't even they don't even know the definition. Their IQ is only 1 digit, not 1 digit. I be thinking so sometimes for real though. Like sometimes I can't believe what I'm reading. I highly doubt their minds will ever let them. Yeah, Imma just from now on, Imma say my little 1, 2, we get Nino on the screen, and I'm not even going down this road with them 'cause they threw my whole vibe off and everything. Um, the thing that threw me off about Sean Malone is why was him and his wife present when she gave birth? I don't I'm trying to remember if that was discussed. I feel like it low key was, but I don't remember what the explanation for it was. And it might really have just been that they were just there to support her, I guess. I know that when I talked about yesterday about how Krishan ran out the back of the hospital with Junior when he was born because a CPS case had been filed. I know Sean Malone was the person that helped clean that up. So maybe that's why he was there in the first place was because Krishan knew that she was gonna have issues leaving the hospital. Because once again, Krishan knew about all the issues that Junior has, she knew about all of them when she was pregnant. So none of it was a surprise to her. A lot of people, they like to talk about how Krishan doesn't go to the doctor with Junior, so she doesn't know what his diagnosis is. Krishan knew before Junior was even born. That's why Junior has been getting SSI checks since the time he was born because she's known since then that something's wrong with him. So yeah, Sean Malone was the one that helped clean that situation up when she ran out with him. Um, so maybe that's just what it is that she already knew she was gonna have issues, so she just decided to have him there just in case. Because that's her Baltimore cleanup man. That's why I say I don't know why people stay stuck on like everything she gets out of. It's because of Sean Malone, because really the only place he has pull at is Baltimore. He's really not doing nothing for her in LA. That's her Fed status. Um, so many deaths of young black people who went out for a job at Zeus, and to this day they don't know how their loved one died. Yeah, I kind of started following that too. The amount of missing people that are associated with Zeus Network, or some people that just straight up turn up dead within Zeus Network. Because that's not normal either for people to just be disappearing and dropping dead, and it's all centered around the same network. That's not normal at all. Um, day one. Exactly. Same with me and my kids as well. My son tells me some of the craziest stories about how these young ladies aren't ladies. It's not like it used to be. It's not at all. And like I said, I'm only in my 30s, and to me, it seems like I've lived, like, a crazy adult life, like, I've done a lot of different things, but I can still vividly remember, being in high school, being in middle school, parts of elementary school, and I don't remember us ever acting the way these girls do now. Like, even when I first started watching Blue Girls Club, looking at Krishan and her behavior, I remember thinking back and being like, I don't remember my friend group or anybody that I knew that was Krishan's age ever acting the way she does. Like, she's not normal. And it is sad to watch like what's happened and what these girls value now. Back when we were in school, if somebody, first of all, if anybody knew you were even like having sex or something like that, it was like the end of the world. Like you could never be exposed for having sex, and now I'm hearing these girls are in high school and getting fake IDs just so they can post on OnlyFans. That is wild to me. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. But times really have changed, and not for the better at all. Um I was thinking that, but I wanted to keep it serious while I was talking, so I just didn't even say it. But that's the whole NDA thing, right? NDAs are for like rich celebrities, celebrities that actually have shit to lose. Do y'all see how Chrisean is in 1,000,001 um lawsuits, and Blueface has all kind of lawsuits that he's lost? These are not NDA people. These are not people that create NDAs. They don't have people sign NDAs. No part of them is thinking about an NDA. These people love nothing more than to have their business exposed on the internet. That's why you see Blueface, Chrisean stalking him, and he hesitating on whether he want to expose her or not, and yet he's still feeding into her bullshit. These people love nothing more than to have their business exposed on the internet, because to them it's more views, which means more money. And we've already talked about how all of them are struggling. There is no NDAs involved with these people at all. Diddy, people like him, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, they're going to sign NDAs. If we want to talk about like football players and basketball players, even they be having people sign NDAs. Blueface, Chrisean, Carlissa, be fucking for real. Them people do not sign no NDAs. They do not draw up no NDAs, nothing like that. All things Jenny did a great video on Zeus and it being demonic, watching dead people. I'm gonna have to watch that. All things Jenny. Let me write that down. Y'all, I didn't finish watching Split today, but I started watching that too. And it definitely is giving Chrisean vibes. For those of y'all that haven't watched Split yet. Suppose that's the movie that it kind of gives more insight into Chrisean's diagnosis. The kids are our future, and as a whole, we're failing them. No role models or parents that are real parents. As a whole, we're fucked up. Most high, most high of truth, people have mercy and give us grace. Yeah, and that's my like today on X, right? There was somebody, I showed the videos, the journey and her tantrum or whatever, and there was somebody on X that they were in the comments under the video of Journey throwing a tantrum and getting a whooping from Carlissa or whatever. And people were talking about how bad Journey was. And there's this one account, and they start talking about Junior and Chrisean, and they were like, what about Chrisean? What about Junior? And it's like most of these people, they just want to protect their fave. Or when they see their fave's opposition or something like that, right? They want to keep the focus on them, but they don't want their fave to be called out for their bad parenting too. And I said, right, very clearly that what's going on with Junior doesn't have anything to do with what's going on with Journey. They're not being raised by the same people. And it's also not taking away from Junior and his situation and what's going on with him if we talk about how Journey is being parented too. Because a lot of people, they like to go on with this whole excuse of, oh, Journey can walk, talk, and eat, and Junior can't. Okay, but like I've said up here before, so can drug dealers. So can drug addicts, prostitutes, killers, rapists, all that. All those people can walk, talk, and eat too. It's not the end of the line with parenting just because a child is able to do all the shit that they're supposed to do. Every child is supposed to be able to walk, talk, and eat. But people don't like to call Jaden out for her parenting or lack thereof because they want to keep the focus on Chrisean. And just because Chrisean is a terrible parent, which she absolutely is, a terrible parent, she shouldn't even be called the parent. But she has Junior and everything that's going on with him. That's her own shit to hold. That doesn't mean that Jaden doesn't also have shit that she needs to improve on too. And in no way am I saying that Jaden is the same type of mother that Chrisean is. I would never say that. But for your 3-year-old to be running around cussing, hitting people, calling them fat, every time we see her, she's crying or throwing a tantrum. That says something about the parenting. That's not just Journey being a toddler. I've raised a couple toddlers of my own. I have nieces and nephews, everything like that. I don't ever remember any kids in my family that I've helped raise acting the way Journey does. And a couple of those kids, I used to spend every single day with them. There was a point in time where I chose not to work, right? I chose not to work and I got to stay at home with my kids and I just watched my kids and my nieces and nephews for free. Basically free childcare for everybody, right? I was in a position to be able to do that. So me spending this time with these toddlers all day, I've never seen nobody acting like that. And nor would it be okay. There's never a time where it would be okay for a 2 or 3-year-old to be running around my house cussing and telling me they hate me and putting their hands on everybody and stuff like that. There would never come a time where that would be okay. So yeah, when I see Journey doing it, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna say something about it. That doesn't take away from me also calling out that Chrisean is dead ass wrong for what she does with Junior. That doesn't take away from advocating for Junior and spreading awareness about his situation. Two things can be true at once. And just because Junior is handicapped and being neglected and abused by Chrisean, that doesn't change the fact that Journey is disrespectful and bad as hell. It just doesn't. But a lot of people don't like to hear stuff like that because then they have to hold their fave accountable and they don't want to. In fact, she hit that test that told her. The music of these rappers have our children crazy. The music. Yeah, the music is another thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a music fan. Like I'm a huge music person. So I listen to a lot of stuff. Like I listen to NBA Youngboy. A lot of people, they would never expect me to listen to NBA Youngboy. I don't know why, but it just first thing in the morning, sometimes it just does something for me. Now, I'm a grown ass woman. I don't participate in gang banging. I don't kill nobody, nothing like that. But for some reason, I like NBA's music. I would never let my kids listen to his music though. I'm not gonna lie. I listen to his music, but if my kids are in the car, I'm not listening to it. A lot of people, you got to be responsible for what your kids do. You do. You have to monitor what they're doing. Just because you do it doesn't necessarily mean it's okay for your kids to consume it too. Because you as an adult, you know right from wrong. So if you're doing wrong, you know you are. But if your kids are sitting back and watching you do it, or they're listening to the wrong things and they're looking at you as their role model, and since you're doing it, they see you doing it, they're gonna think it's okay too. So like for Journey and Jaden, Journey sits back and she watches Jaden crash out, cussing all the time, probably putting her hands on Blueface, all that shit. So she thinks it's okay to do it. It just is what it is. Sometimes you just got to do better as a parent. And I want to say too, nobody's a perfect parent. I'm not a perfect parent at all. But certain shit is just common sense. Like it's not okay for your 3-year-old child to be running around cussing and hitting people and just being rude all the time. That's not okay. It just is what it is. They are too focused on chasing after the flesh, money, and greed for fame. Yeah, that's true. Rashawn will definitely go to prison. She believes because she has gotten away with this so long, she's in the clear. No, no, no. There are bigger people and she going down. Yeah, I don't think for a second Chrisean is gonna get away with everything. Like I said, I truly feel like Blueface, this that she's doing with Blueface, because Chrisean is working right now. She's stalking, but she's also working right now because Blueface is her target. Um, I think that when she gets done with Blueface and her last assignment is complete, I think this is gonna be her last assignment, and then they're gonna revoke her CI status. And once again, I'm not presenting that as fact. This is just my idea. With what I've come to understand and learn, I feel like this is her last hurrah, basically. Um, Blue better tighten up. He thinks it's all fun and games. Prison wasn't enough. He will end up in the dirt like Ronnie. I said that too. Like, if I was, because I think I said it on yesterday's live that I feel like the reason Nevaeh left was because they knew Chrisean was coming, and Nevaeh is already doing like a high risk pregnancy or whatever. But I said that I don't, if I was Blue, I would have found something else to do out of town. And I also would have sent Jaden and the kids out of town too. I would have sent Jaden and the kids. I think Jaden's mom is in Vegas or something like that, somewhere in Nevada. I would have sent her with her mom or something like that, but I would not have all my family around in LA just out enjoying life while Chrisean is out stalking and taking all her bullshit to brand new heights as far as when it comes to Blue. Because Chrisean got a whole lot going on right now, and I would not be comfortable with myself or any of my family being around it. And Chrisean got knowledge of addresses and everything else, and she'll break into a house quick. She does not care. Um, I love this song "War With Us" by NBA. My favorite NBA song is "Now Who." That's my favorite song. Um, I was a correctional officer for 4+ years. I could tell you I can see each and every one of these clowns in the circus, and not including the kids, unfortunately in prison in the future if they don't change. Yeah, I see that too. And that's my whole thing with Journey is people keep on saying, "Oh, she'll grow out of it," but like people said the same thing about Chrisean. We know now from like Krishan's whole childhood, her whole family just, oh, well, she's the baby of the family. She can do what she wants. She's cute, so she can do this, she can do that. That's how they raised her. And that's how Journey is low key being raised for real too. And I'm not saying that Journey is going to specifically be like the exact match of Krishan or anything like that, but it starts in childhood. You can't just say, "Oh, she'll grow out of it," because you want her to grow out of it. You actually have to correct their behavior. And I think a lot of people they completely lose that part of it. But once again, like I said, a lot of people that look at this stuff, it's literally just them not wanting to call their fave out for anything. They want to protect their fave. They don't want to hear that they have parenting challenges too. And it just is what it is. But you're not, you know, you're hindering these children's growth by doing that too. Let me see. I'm wondering why they picked her to be an informant, like why her, she's mental. That's probably why, is because she's crazy. Like I said, Krishan, the way she can shapeshift to fit and adapt to her surroundings and just fit in where she needs to get in and hit her target. That's probably why they picked her to be a CI. She's good at manipulation, all that. That's probably exactly why they picked her. Oh, my bad. I missed this. Thank you and love your content. Thanks for representing us with class. Keep your foot on our neck. Thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I be missing the super chats. I appreciate it. Let me read one or two more comments and then we're gonna get up out of here. Be a parent, not a friend, is all I gotta tell all the. Yeah, that's true. I don't think any of them, even the adults in the circus, I don't think even their parents wanted to truly parent them, especially not Carlissa and Charlotte. Um, I don't really know about we haven't really heard too much about Jaden's childhood. But the shit that Carlissa has came out and said about Jaden's mom before, um, if it's true, I would assume that Jaden had struggles growing up related to parents that who were alcoholics, basically. And now we see that Jaden is struggling with alcoholism too, but we'll get into that another day. Maybe we should go down the Jaden and Sion rabbit hole. I don't think anybody's done that before. Children are supposed to be the future and the greatest gift from the creator. Maybe because my people have had our children taken for hundreds of years, all abused for generational trauma. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is you would think that in today's day and age, especially when you're in a position where you should have more money, more access to resources, things like that, you would take being a parent more seriously. Like you could give your kids a life that your ancestors would have never even dreamed of. And you choose not to do it just to, basically boost your own and live out your own ghetto dreams pretty much. I don't get that. Um I was surprised Blue was okay with his mom disciplining Journey. That's why I said I feel like it was a skit. I don't think it was really real, honestly. Cuz Blueface turned away too, and he's already said that he don't want nobody hitting Journey or anything like that. I feel like it was really just a skit. I don't think it was real. Um yeah, I think Jaden's childhood was trash. Like I said, we might go down a rabbit hole of it one day. But that's it, y'all. This live, oh, it's almost 4 hours again. No, we do the most in here. But I appreciate everybody for coming out. Um, I probably won't go live later. Yeah, it's Sunday now. So I probably won't go live later. I might drop some videos tomorrow, possibly. But I appreciate everybody for coming out. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.